everybody, and welcome back to another fun time Phoebe stream. How are you guys all today? I had a rather boring day at work. It was another slow, well, not, I can't say slow. It was somewhat busy, but like I spent most of the day training new people. And there was only like me and one other person at work who knew what the hell they were doing. So it was hectic, but it was fine. Has to be the gobbo. Don't miss me. It doesn't encourage growth. It encourages anger. And I don't want to be angry. You don't want to shit me when I'm angry. But yeah, today we're going to be going over all these stuff that think of iPad. We're going to be going over all of the fun stuff that Paizo has gone and talked about and shown off. About War of the Immortals and a bunch of other stuff involving the God's Reign and stuff like that. Headpad to keep small? What do you mean I'm not small? I am a rather large goblin, I'll let you know. I am in a total of 3 foot 9 inches. Which is like that's like half a foot taller than most goblins. I said longer. I'm only like 7 inches longer than most goblins. Hi, Mirror Wolf. How are you all today? I hope you guys are really excited, because I know I am. Look at my scuffed fucking book. I did my best. United. I did my best. You cannot. I can teleport. Most people keep forgetting that I'm a spellcaster. Yeah, no. I made this image cover of my book by bending and fucking stretching and maneuvering the cover of the fucking weirdly angled like book on Paizo's website that has like the Paizo War of Immortals like store page. I just kind of like bended it a little so you, if you look closely on like the left side you can see the spine of the book still. I did my best. I don't have the PDF yet, because I don't know if Paizo's giving them out yet. I applied, though. I always apply. But we'll see if Paizo loves me or not. Because I've been applying, like, every quarter for the past, like, year and a half, 2 years. They haven't responded yet. But my YouTube shorts are doing really well right now. My last one just breached over, like, 8,500. So hopefully, they will love me and get me War of Immortals early so I can look at it and drool all over the exemplar class. That's what I'm most excited about. Well, that and a couple of the class archetypes we're going to be talking about today, namely the Blood Rager and also the Seneschal. Although Hero of Legend does kind of look kind of neat. Like, I wasn't really excited about it when I first heard about it, but now, after like reading into what they were talking about and like looking at like their stream when they talked about Hero Legend, I'm kind of digging it. Hi, Mitrasu. Hey, Zaber. They're supposed to be shorting. Yeah. People really seem to like the new the one like the Seneschal like class archetype. Yeah, Blood Rager is finally back in Pathfinder too. Yeah, Seneschal is so fucking cool. Good night, Clem Crusader. See the Mythic Paths? They haven't talked about them all. They talked about them some in this live stream, I think, or was it was either that or PaizoCon or Gen Con. They've talked about it during a live stream, at least a little bit, talking about like the mythics. Like, I guess they talked about the mythic destinies only. But I mean, the Mythic Paths are just there to go engage with your destinies. So like, you know, interested in both the Blood Rager and the Avenger. The Avenger is cool, giving like the rogue hunt prey. Ooh, spicy. Math to make you cry. I love Pathfinder. I don't know how to do math. That's the secret. There's not a lot of math. I can't do math. I failed out of my math in like high school. And look at me now. I'm a goblin on the internet. So like, it can work for me. It can work for you. All the math is already written out on your character sheet anyways. Like, the only time you ever change how much you're rolling and stuff like that is like when you level up and you just add a 1 to it usually. Sometimes a little bit more if you like. Thank you so much for the tier 1 sub, resub, Schmelly weather friend. And look at her now, she's become a Magush. I'm a Magushi. got that magoid in me. And most virtual tabletops track it very well. Yeah. Foundry's a good virtual tabletop. You saw a video of my new witch? Yeah. The Seneschal witch is so cool. Listen, I can hate magic as much as the next guy and also be a magus. I'm like 75% martial, 25% caster. I can hate myself a little. Thank you for that. Foundry is top tier. Oh, what'd you find hilarious? To recreate your OC? Oh, with the Seneschal witch? Can't do a server until we played us on Roll20. Oh. Well, to be fair, you can't do a whole lot on Roll20 anyways in the first place. How's your HP? 220. Oh, is your Tengu, like, patronless? I didn't know that. I should know you talked about them a lot in my chat. Hey, Dustin. And you can do anything in Roll20 if you just want to manually enter and everything. Yeah. Thank you so much, Dustin, for the resub. Hey, Roll20 is a good time, Kamau. Give me a second. Give me 1 second, please. Give me like 2 whole seconds. Roll20. Owie, don't hurt me. Alright, we're gonna say Roll20 is great though, huh? Okay, give me a second. Where's my DMs? No, that's porn. Where's my DMs? No. Oh yeah, it's an episode. Bro, I'll appreciate it. You've had that. On him. Like, it's illegal to say Roll20 is great and then look at the fucking Roll20 Pathfinder character sheet. Rude. Look at this. Look at this shit. Look at this. Look at this garbage. Look at this fucking garbage. Like, look at this. Look at this Roll20 character sheet right here and tell me this is greatness. This is the Roll20 Pathfinder 2nd Edition character sheet. That's awful. Let me see if I can find the Foundry character sheet. Yeah, there we go. That's a good picture. You've had their sheet. Yes, drag and drop auto. Yeah, no, Pathfinder 2 is auto drop, drag and drop. Like, it just autos everything. Look at this. Look at this. Nice. This is the older one. It has tabs. It has tabs you click on for shit. This is like the really old version of the character sheet. It's way prettier now. But this is the first ever version of the Pathfinder 2e Foundry character sheet. This was like 5 years ago. And like, it still looks infinitely better. Forever. than the day one Pathfinder 2e fucking Roll20 character sheet. Well, yeah, all you do really need is I can't talk. Is a little path builder, a dream. I agree. Just play Mystic, then you have to track his vitality pool. You don't even need dice. I love the Mystic so much. Pathfinder 2e making Foundry content is absolutely amazing. I know, right? I play Frase. Ah, You want to add a feat? Drag it from the compendium items, the feat tab. No, literally, you don't even have to drag it to the feat tab. You can just drag it to your character. You'll automatically place it in the place it goes. Thank you, Pack Combat, for the follow. That's so many numbers. Why would you play that? That's the exact same amount of numbers, Broken Pancreas. What the hell are you talking about? That's the exact amount of skills. That's your saving throws. It's literally everything. That's literally the exact same numbers as fucking D&D. They're just a little larger. What the hell are you talking about? And so I'm pulling the image back out. You mean you don't have AC? You're saying in D&D 5 you don't have HP? You don't have levels? You don't have ability attribute scores? You don't have your saving throws? There's 3 less saving throws in Pathfinder. What are you talking about? There's too many numbers, huh? I'll destroy you. I'll destroy you. No, we're not bringing back Dragon Feet. We're not talking about that again. I swear to fucking God. What is it with my chat? Bring up both Dragon Feet and Vor. What the hell is wrong with you guys? Yeah, they're attribute modifiers. Now, Ludesso, you stinky goober. I will publicly shame you. Guys, I swear to God, there's no Dragon Feet. Yeah, Shanwolf, you silly goober. Saving throws against your class DC. No Dragon Feet, this ain't Melissa Belladonna stream. These are not dragon deets. No dragon. If dragons are reptiles, why do they have feet? Huh? One, if you think dragons, thank you Sargenta Taza for the follow. You can't say that dragons are reptiles because then Melly will come out of the fucking woodwork and tell you that they're not reptiles, they're just dragons, they're different. There's your boring the dragon feet, I have no idea why. You're all weird. I love it. Reptiles don't have feet, silly. They're all snakes. Let's talk about Dragon Booba. No Dragon Booba either. Only Gabooba. Fine. Dragons are not reptiles in the Forgotten Realms. And Melly will make sure that you know that every single time, because if you call them reptiles, she'll come out of the woodwork mid-dragon sex and be like, this is not the reptile cock. This is, in fact, a dragalicious cock. And I love her for that. But at the same time, I get it. But no. I'm gonna call them reptiles, because that's what they're, lizards. I am approximately 3 books tall. I'm close to it. But then again, these are big books. So it's hard to tell, you know? Are dragons, reptiles, and Galarian? I don't know. I don't remember. I'm not good at lore. Yeah, they're like beings of magic. And also reptilian magic. I'm the master of the reptile magic. Dude, reptile is my main in Mortal Kombat 9. Reptile is my main. Why? Because I suck. And also, he made acid, and acid is cool to my, like, 13-year-old brain. Include everything the players want inside for a 2-core book. It will be like 3 PBs tall. Yeah, do that. Release Evolutionist, please. I need it. I need to be scrinkly. I need to be a scrunkle bunkle. I need to recreate my Tox lady. My Trox lady from fucking Starfinder 1E. But like evil and hot. I'll really test how much of a monster fucker you are. Was that close-eyed math that height? Yeah, it's because you're a nerd. Ah! Thank you so much for the follow, Ploy Frost. You're not evil? I am not evil. I tried being evil before and I felt bad. I'm more of a fan of like dubious alignment type of stuff. The alignment no longer exists. Phoebe's ear wiggles to the side and my ears wiggle when I feel a lot of stuff. I give head pat. Ow, that hurt. Oh, with a big old human soldier to see if I can wreck entire arms with my gun. That's fair. I got the area damage. Maybe we should rename the evolutionist monster I mean, you never know. I'm the monster fuser. Where's my bitch? Where's my... Oh, yeah, it's gonna be fucking huge. I forgot. Yeah. Excuse me. Sorry. This image is very large. I'm ruining my own stream just to show you boob lady. But you're gonna thank me later. You always thank me. It's gonna... We're almost done. I lied. There's a lot more to go. Jesus Christ, this image is so fucking large. I keep forgetting to resize it. I love you, Boog. Your resolution of your art is very good. But Jesus Christ, it's so fucking huge. Push by the screen. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to flashbang you. I'm trying to get the hot boob monster. We're almost there, guys. There we go. Almost. This is my Starfinder 1E Evolutionist character. Yeah, that's OBS. Yeah, this is my Starfinder 1E Evolutionist lady. She's a fucked up amalgamation of like 19 different aliens and monsters. She was a mad scientist lady who wanted to perfect herself by just taking other parts of monsters and putting them onto herself. It was worth it. I told you it was worth it. God, ever looking ass motherfucker. Yeah. She's got a bunch of fuck shit. She was originally a Trox, but removed most of the Trox stuff and gave herself boobs because it's easier for diplomatic relations. Hear me out? I'm listening. You on? Say your piece. Huge venom sacks. Yeah, I forgot. Yeah, she's a weird fucked up Chimera lady, because Evolutionist, if you guys don't know, is a Starfinder 1E class where you evolve yourself in different ways. There's one that makes you more and more of a robot until finally level 20 you're a full construct. One that turns into a space lich to go and preserve yourself forever. One that just be your like fuggy and almost purely magical, I think. And then there's this one. Where it's a fucked up amalgamation of monster creature bits, and you're more bestial than you can be, like, you're not man. Most dangerous creature of all. This thing. No chimer broken. Oh no. I didn't know that was a thing. I don't pay attention. Just about you slowly become a crab. Yeah, that we think the pinchy thingy is over there. It's begun. I have Pathfinder Master, should I know how to use it. Oh. I should do a tutorial video or like stream one day of what character creation does. I like doing a lot of character creation stuff. And I know my likes it too usually. So can we vor this character? Then no, she's too big. She's large size base. And can only get bigger. So if I'll feed me a crab win? No, no crab. I don't want a crab. Say such sounds awesome. I'm sorry I missed out on her session. It's okay. Let's transform me into a monster fucker. I give up my humanity, Jojo. Hey, nice to see ya. I'm glad your power came back. We haven't gotten into a lot of the War of Immortals stuff just yet. We're just talking about stuff in general. But you can then make Crit Crabs videos. I can do that right now. He's a crab. I can pick him up and eat him. Like that one gif from, like fucking show, like the dragon one. The dragon people, and there's a lesbian, and there's boob lady, and also child. All I'm seeing is positives here. She can only get bigger. Yes, can. Hey, Dipshitty, welcome in. Dragon Ball Z Frieza, where Frieza eats the crab. What? Yeah, Dragon Maid, that's the one. The one they made a Yu-Gi-Oh! Archetype based off of. Fuck Dragon Maids. Yeah, I'm talking about the smaller dragon from Dragon Maid, where they're on the beach and they see a crab walk by and they grab the crab and eat it. That's me. I'm eat crab. She's gonna get bigger means there's more to measure power level. Yeah. What's the scouter say about my power level? Damn titty's huge. Yeah, no, I love Pathfinder, I love Starfinder. I'm really excited for more Starfinder Tweet stuff. I want to talk to the devs more, because that stream on Saturday with Jenny, if you haven't seen it yet, the VOD is up on both YouTube and also on Twitch still. And we had a wonderful time just talking about nerd shit, talking about Starfinder, talking about design stuff. It was a good time. I highly recommend going and checking it out. I'd love a lore stream with Louis Loza. I'd love that too, except for I don't know anything about lore, and people that I don't know scare me. I just happen to know Dustin and Jenny, so I'm like, I could maybe talk to them, but I don't know Louis Loza, so it's scary. I don't know how to talk to people I don't know. It's very scary. I want, hopefully I can get, like, more review stuff. But every single, maybe they don't want to get me review stuff because I keep saying in the forum that I don't want to do interviews with people because I'm terrified of people. But hey, maybe someday they will love me and I will get the book. Like, you know, maybe just a little tiny tasty taste of Divine Mysteries, please. Just a little taste, just a. I want to touch the Divine Mysteries, maybe. Also, War of Immortals. Talking to people is easy. We gotta talk about stuff. Like, that's a thing, though. How the fuck do I talk to human-ass beings as a goblin on the internet? That's my one, like, thing I'm very... Owie, owie. Haha. Low damage, bitch. That's my manager, by the way, Lucia. Yeah, she hates me and wants me to die. But, like, I'm really scared to talk to people when it comes to, like, just interviewing people sometimes. Because, like, look at me. Fucking look at me. I'm a goddamn goblin. How do you take this seriously for a normal-ass interview? Like, how do you, like... Like, a lot of people are goblin fuckers, use that you vanished. Yeah, but, like, if I want to have, like, a serious interview... with, like, more tabletop developers, designers. How do I wear glasses? Professional glasses. An adorable goddamn goblin, thank you. Like, how do I approach the topic of, like, hey, so, I want, excuse me, Mr. Luis Loza, but perhaps wear a suit. You wear this suit, that's your job. I don't like suits, they're stuffy. I can't let it hang. But, like, how do I, like, get across, like, a serious type of interview and stuff like that? Like, I did it with Jenny, but we vibe. I've talked to Jenny before. You're gonna suggest a suit, too? Well, no suits. I have that, let me get that art that, like, Lori made of me and Lucy, my manager, and her overworking me because she hates me. Not too big. This is me with my manager, Lucy. She hates me. But she wears this suit. I already wear a fancy dress, that should be formal enough. The whole internet are goblins. You just have to physical appearance up front. That's fair. Oh, or something equally for me, a maid outfit. I'm not wearing a maid outfit. Get an interview hat. Please be patient. I have Goblin. But like, yeah, no, I don't know how to talk to people. Anime outfit would be hot. I do have one piece of art that Trapagon made of me in an outfit where I'm tired of everyone's bullshit. Let me see if I can find it. Yep, here it is. This little sketch that I love. Fuck off. I love this thing the most. Since your VTuber and somebody has to draw it, all your clothes are made outfits. That's fair. Yeah, no, it's one of those things where it's like, how do I talk? Because, like, I always feel really awkward because, like, I know that I myself, the person behind the Thebes, is, like, a person you can talk to and stuff like that. But, like, I always feel weird and strange when I interview human beings. Like, having, like, I don't know why I always feel weird. Thank you so much for the sub. Because, like, you know, you ever, it's like, it makes me think of, what the fuck movie is it? It's literally the tip of my head. Who Framed Roger Rabbit? Or it's literally just like one person's a normal ass bitch and then I'm an animated goblin. I feel like it's very hard for people to take that seriously. You know? That's what I'm always afraid of. Like, how do you take that seriously? And I always feel like, maybe did I handicap myself? Like, did I fucking, like smack the shit out of myself as soon as I got out the gates? When it comes to, like, doing content and creation and stuff like that? When it comes to, like, this type of topic, by being a goofy goober? Goblin made serves the Omi-Royce. It stabs you and eats your food. Me! That's just me. Just remember on the set of Muppets Christmas Carol, the guy who played Scrooge constantly apologized to the puppeteers because he kept accidentally talking to the Muppets. I love that. Thank you so much, Crazy Chuck 636555 for the follow. And thank you for the lurk, Lucy. But yeah, no, like, I do want to do more. I want to do more interviews with people. I kind of want to, like, what's it called? I want to do a video, maybe, with, like, I want to talk to, like, Dustin and Jenny more. So I'd like to do more with them, if at all possible down the line. I think you just have to try and normalize it. Lots of the people do VTuber IRL interviews and reactions. Yeah! I don't know if a video would work well because, like, I don't know if people would really like Starfinder videos on my channel. Like, I love Starfinder. I'd love to do videos about it on my channel, but I'm not sure, like, other people are really looking into Starfinder, like, like, by itself. Get Luis and Jenny on and don't let them leave until Lusta was to marry is confirmed. I'm holding you hostage. I have your family right here. You're not going nowhere until I get my new Maria. Is that what you want me to do? Like, for every time you don't release Numeria, you get 1 byte added to your counter. At 13 bytes, you get a free soft drink. Yes. You really love Numeria, don't you? Are you gonna have free goblin bites? No, it's not free. You have to work for it. You gotta be worthy of the bites. Motherfucker. I just realized I didn't do like an announcement tweet or anything like that for that I'm live, so I'm gonna do that real quick and then we're gonna dive right into the... What's it called? We're gonna dive right into talking about all the fun time stuff. You're live. Really should have free died, Dr. Pepper, yes please. I was referring to the word minds. Hi. Have fun, Dustin. Good luck. Another Dr. Pepper enjoyer. I mean, there's three choices. There's Dr. Pepper, Pepsi, and Coke. Generally speaking, I'm more of an orange soda girl. Give me some of that Mountain Dew Kickstart Orange. Give me some of that Fanta. Sunkist is okay on a bad day. For free, you get my low quality ones. Yours are low quality, Dina. You have some good quality bites. I have a Phoebe bite seal of approval. Thank you so much for the subscribe. Ooh. Give a tier 1 gifted sub to Veilrune. Thank you for the gift. Never drink Dr. Pepper in Brazil just don't exist? Really? What about orange tree called Crushed? I never had it. Alright, my going live messages have been released. Wait, are you a diabetic? Type 1, yup. Dude, they're finding love inside of my... What's it called? Inside of my chat. It's so great. They were roommates. Yeah, let's move on over to the, not the Just Chatting, my little other screen. You design your VTuber. I didn't do any of the art for it. The credits for everyone who's drawn my, who, like, contributed to making my model is down in my About section, the credits little thingy. Mossy Borg art did the bottle design. I actually, Phoebe's original design is actually an adopt I got from a not safe for work artist, Galactic Michi. Friendship Arrow, that's fair. And they were roommates for real this time. Like if I have it in USA, so the price is a little higher. Oh, that's fair. Yeah, let's move on down over the little overlay thingy. And I'll see you there. That's cool. Aw, thank you. I love my design. A lot of people really seem to like Phoebe's design. I guess it's because it's just my own design that I'm like, I don't get the hype. It's just me. But I think it's just because I'm me. But yeah, we're finally moving on and talking about all the stuff from War of Immortals they've shown off these past couple of days. For anyone who is still new here and doesn't know what War of Immortals is, War of Immortals is the next upcoming book. Thank you, DM Rain, for the follow. Is the next upcoming book from Paizo in their Pathfinder 2nd Edition line. It's going to be going over a lot of deific and divine type stuff, as you can probably guess from War of the Immortals. There's a lot of divine war going on. The god of war, our lord in iron, the Battlemeister, Gorum, has died, murdered, assassinated by the mantis god Achekek. I think that's how you pronounce it. I don't remember how to pronounce it. And when he is murdered, backstabbed, cut in twine, his blood spills all across Paizo's world Galarian, called the God's Rain, as it literally rains down his blood and pieces of his metal armor that he wore, shattering him all across the entire world. Those splashed with his blood are now awakening with some divine power, while others are going out into the world and collecting these pieces of shattered armor to use for unknown purposes, probably just to harness their divine energies for something. And inside this book comes a lot of divine classes, as well as class archetypes. The two classes we know already are the Animist and the Exemplar. The Animist is someone who channels spirits, a kind of like, if you ever played Pathfinder 1st Edition, a little like the Shaman. If you ever watched the TV show Shaman King, kind of like that, you have ghosts, and those ghosts, if you give you different abilities, different spells based on what type of spirit/ghost you have on you, they're based on different themings, at least from the playtest, where there was like, this one's about earth and stuff like that, so it would explode lava everywhere, and you're like, oh, cool, thank you, and it give you cool fire and earth spells. While the other class is the Exemplar. The Exemplar is the first ever rare class in Pathfinder 2e history, which means you need your GM's explicit permission to use it. Not due to its power, although it can be strong, at least we've seen from the playtest, but because thematically, you are a demigod. You have a divine spark within you. You got splashed with that god rain, that man juice, and now you are filled with a tiny, tiny divine spark that grows with you as a person until you become like a full-fledged demigod at level 20. And with that demigod power and that divine spark, you can go and put it into things called icons. Icons, you have 3 of them. One is your body, one is a weapon, and one is a piece of worn gear that is iconic to you. So, you move your divine spark into one of these icons, which will then give you the passive effect of the icon, or you can use its imminence ability, expend that divine spark to do a really powerful active ability, and then your divine spark leaves that icon and moves to a separate one. It was a very fast-paced, like, hot swapping between your different icons to whatever abilities you might need at the time, or just deciding to spend your divine spark in order to, like, activate really cool, powerful abilities. It's a really fun, very awesome class, at least in the playtest that I played. Again, those 2 are subject to change based on, like, just, you know, normal playtest stuff. They might have nerfed some of the, like, Exemplar, like, little epithet titles you get. They might have, like, buffed, like, gave you more epithets. I don't know. What about carrot, cucumber, pepper sticks? What? Oh, you're talking about food. Oh, I get it right now, Jerky. You're talking about your diabetic food. I got you. And then they've also confirmed that there's going to be a large number of class archetypes. Now, class archetypes is interesting because class archetypes in Pathfinder 2nd Edition... Oh, you're fine. I was just confused. You're good. You may continue your conversation. I didn't mean to interrupt you. But class archetypes are interesting in Pathfinder 2nd Edition because much like archetypes baseline in Pathfinder 1st Edition, they fundamentally change parts of the class. Like, the only one we have so far in Pathfinder 2nd Edition is the Spell Shot the Gunslinger, which gives you spell casting, gives you basic stuffs of Wizard Dedication and Beast Gunner, and just changes the way your bullets and your shots work. And they've also confirmed that there are going to be 5 different class archetypes inside of War of the Immortals, and then I think 3 more in Divine Mysteries, the book that's full of lore and stuff about the gods and other class stuff like that, coming in November, the month after War of Immortals drops. Also, can you guys hear my parrot? She's going a little she's getting kind of uppity right now. And shit like that, you know? But they have a campaign about an Exemplar. The Cleric, Champ, Thumb, who are friends, try to make Exemplar, said the True God would be kind of cool. That would be fun. I feel like a lot of people are very afraid of the Exemplar class because they're afraid of being, like, full-on, like, what is it called? Like, full-on main character syndrome and that type of shit, but, like, I don't agree with that. I feel like there's a lot of cool ways you can make the Exemplar as a character without, like, delving too deep into, like, the I'm the main character, I'm the cool guy, you know, that type of stuff. Oh, and Prometheus Alchemist class archetype pack. Who cares what it costs mostly all my Alchemist class abilities? I mean, you kind of need those, you don't have a lot. Yeah, the ones that we know so far are the Avenger Rogue, the Blood Rager Barbarian, the Seneschal Witch, the Hero of Legend Fighter, The Vindicator Ranger. Those are the 5 that are going to be in War of Immortals. And then we have the Palatine Detective, which is Investigator. The Battle Harbinger Cleric. And there's another Cleric one that's a Divine Mysteries. I cannot remember off the top of my head. They haven't talked about it in a hot minute. I'm sorry. It kind of feels like Exemplar pairs would be kind of annoying. I want to be goofy and fun with it. Like, there's a lot of ways you can be an annoying asshole with the Exemplar class. I want to be a gloofer. Like, I want to be like a fresh-faced, like, naive farm boy or girl just going out town. I got rained on by that god juice. Now look at me. I got that divine power inside me. I want you to do my best that I can do. Like run around with like a divine hoe they have as a weapon to go and smite evil. They just want to help people because they're pure of heart and nice. I think stuff like that could be fun. You have to be like, I'm Doom Death Dark Slayer, the Destroyinator. I will kill all in my way with my new divine power. My party gets in my way a lot, and so sometimes you gotta make do with what you have and take some names and kill people. But no, fuck that. I'm a goofy goober. I didn't mean to be no god, but I'm gonna do my best with what I got now. I find that to be kind of shallow read on the Exemplar. They're meant to be strong, but they're mathematically strong in other classes. They have no reason to be main character over any classes. I think it's just because of the narrative impact that the, what's it called? Like the narrative impact of the Exemplar, where you have to work with your GM to like be like, yeah, here's a narrative thing that directly affects my class. Because like the way the epithets work and your name changing and shit like that, I can understand why people would be like, that's a demigod class that can be very main character-y and get in the way of some people. Like it's like, but that's again, that's why it's a rare class. You have to explicitly work with your GM and talk to your GM and discuss with them about how and when you should play it. But it could be a weapon, kind of. There's like other stuff that like works similar to a hoe. I flavor to be a hoe, like the Odze is what I decided to go with for my divine hoe weapon. It's like a horizontal axe type of weapon, but it very much resembles a hoe and has weapon traits that I feel like a hoe would have, so I went with that. I think it has, what is it, raising, which does more damage to structures and like objects and stuff like that, which, you know, this thing's made to hoe the ground. I think that's like very much fitting for it. And it also has, like, sweep, which means you could swing it in wide arcs. Like, you know, it'd be fun to do that. It's a great way to play Superman as a character with a hard focus on Clark Kent. Yeah! Like, I want to be, like, super powerful and cool for my friend. Now today it's just a carpentry hoe. Yes! But mechanically speaking, in the game, it is very much fits with the trait-wise what a hoe would have. So that's why I went by weapon for my, like, Exemplar lady. Maybe my friends were cooking up with, because there's a specific Exemplar icon, there's a weapon icon that just ignores hardness, and because it breaks through things, like, and it's made for axes, which the odds say is in the axe art, like the axe weapon group. So I feel like it fits really perfectly for the whole, like, I crack the earth with my hoe, because I'm a farmer. My whole life I've done nothing but sow, like, soil, and, like, just do all that shit, you know? Like, sow seeds, hoe the soil, do all that shit. I help things grow, but I could also break the shit open when need be to help other things grow. Yeah, being kind and generous because I was raised well. Yeah, I got that old-fashioned values inside my heart. That's how I was raised. Mom and Pa did me right, and I'm gonna do right by the world because of it. You ever revised weapon master archetype in a whole set? Yeah, but I don't wanna. I wanna go off of I wanna be a good actual character. Yeah, it's a really cute and fun way to do that. Misunderstand God's blessing, think their holy weapon you carry was given you find the hero belongs to, but you are the hero. Yeah, who is that from League of Legends? Is it Poppy? I know it's one of the small boys. New type 89, thank you for the follow. Poppy. Like, ma'am, it's made for you. I'm gonna find you behind the other marshals, but I'm an Exemplar. I've got that God in me. But yeah, those are the different archetypes, different classes that are coming out with them, and we're gonna look into a little in depth about what archetypes they are and what they do. But not that +2. I don't need a +2 when I can go and crack the earth in the line, doing 60-10 bludgeoning damage, and those that crit fail fall into the actual crack of the earth, landing prone, and also leave a permanent scar on the world, leaving nothing but difficult terrain in a 60-foot line. That's the power of Divine Hoe. I got that fucking... What's that? What? I got that, like, hoe from Stardew Valley, the purple one, where she'll hold it back and just fucking boonk your entire farm with it. That's the type of shit I'm into. They're probably gonna nerf that. They're gonna probably nerf all of the epithets, the Iridium Hoe. I wasn't sure if it was Iridium, because my brain always clicks with Iridium being Borderlands, even though I know it's other things. Yeah, no, this is going to be... First up, you see the class archetype for the Avenger Rogue. This one is a very interesting class archetype. Because... the Avenger gets the Hunt Prey action from the Ranger. Slayer is back. The thing about Slayer is that Slayer was mostly like because when it came to the fucking Pathfinder First Edition Slayer, when they were like, how do we move this over to Pathfinder 2e, they just erased the name Slayer and made the name Ranger, and we're like, yeah, this is Slayer now. And now they just wouldn't double in on it and gave the Rogue the Hunt Prey action in exchange for its Surprise Attack. Not Sneak Attack, though. Surprise Attack is the feature that lets them, if they roll first on initiative, on their first round, they had like stealth for initiative roll. They do everything's flat-footed to them until the first turn is over. They've replaced that with the Ranger's Hunt Prey action. It also changes how some of your sneak attacks work, which lets you sneak attack with your deity's favorite weapon. Okay, guys, I need you guys to look for me. Which deity has, like, a great sword as their favorite weapon? Is there anyone who has an Earthbreaker as their favorite weapon? Bye, Mac. Have a wonderful night. A lot of them. Yeah, that's what I thought. I'm a crit a motherfucker with a rogue sneak attack using a goddamn great sword. I'll say Gorham. Gorham's dead. We can't count Gorham anymore. He's dead. He no longer has a favorite weapon. He has a casket. There's a difference. Zurio, there we go. We got one, folks. I'm a sneak attack with a great sword. Dude, I wish there was a goblin deity with a spoon gun or the fucking big boom gun. Favorite weapon, his own casket. That is pretty metal. Which fighting game character uses like a coffin as their thingy? I don't remember. It's in the top. It's almost hit my tongue. You know, there's a good bit of great swords that we can use to sneak attack with. We're Gucci. We're good. Although, if Gorham Bulls and Undertaker just comes back with a steel chair, I would love that. To get Crushing Maul would be nasty. Yeah. Yeah, it's the Guilty Gear guy, thank you. It's a Gold Lewis, I think? Faust in like any game, that's fair. Yeah, Gold Lewis Dickinson. I love him. He's the best dad for Bridget. William Inferior Lawrence used to attack with a great axe. Let's fucking go! Right, I'm gonna put my Goblin Paladin into being a champion and then try to become a Goblin God just so we can have Spoon Gun as an option. Let's go! Getting any crit fusion weapons as God's favorite would be amazing. That is true. I think there's only like one God Pantheon thingy that has a gun currently. I think it's the Tian Pantheon has like an arquebus as a gun, but I think it's the only gun that we have so far as like a favorite weapon. What does Hunt Prey do base again? Does it just let you, like, seek easier? Another strength rogue option, yeah. Plus tracking and some extra damage. Does it have extra damage? Because I was like, wait, they don't have the Rangers, what is it? The Rangers, like, what is it? What are they called? The, like, why can't I think of the subclass name for the Ranger? Fuck, what are they called? Why am I so bad at life? Edges, thank you. I don't have any, like, the different edges that improve the hunt prey in any way. They might. They don't have flurry or precision, but. Do you think they will give them the twin takedown feat, or like the one that lets him shoot twice with a bow twice? Do you think that they would go and give twin takedown to a rogue? Double shot, yes. You can get that for free, a little tasty taste. Little twin takedown going on, little twin takedown action. Sneak attack twice for a single action. Of course, they don't have the flurry stuff for it, but you know, it's still action compression. I mean, the subclass of flurry, sneak attack will be double broken. Exactly. So, if you do you think they would do it? I'm hoping they will, because they didn't really go into any of the feats from it. They just kind of went into the like stuff from it, like the class archetypes and stuff. Some basic information. They do say it does adjust your starting skills. So there's probably gonna give you religion for free, obviously. You're the religion class now, or at least rogue class. I hope this lets you pick strength as like an ability score, like the other rackets changed, but like, I don't understand if they just kept it dexterity, but like, you know, I'd hope it'd let you pick strength or dexterity. It wouldn't be too broken because, yes, they do not have the Flurry Ranger's lower map. It'd still be like attacking for full map, but it'd still be just a single action. But like, I love how they're like, yeah, look at Zazim. He's the Slayer. He's coming back as the Avenger. He's not going to slay anymore. He's going to avenge. He's going to hang out with Thor and Captain America. That's all they've told us about the event. He's gonna be strength main attribute. Yes, I'm a strength like user when it comes to any type of class thing ever. Thank you for stopping by, Valorant. Look at this motherfucker. Look at this Blood Rager real quick. This man's covered in blood. Look at his face. This man's been sipping. Riverthune Emissary, thank you. That's the third archetype, the second cleric class archetype coming in Divine Mysteries. Now that's a knife. Yeah, I like big bonking. Also, they did confirm, I'm gonna say it a little early, we're gonna talk about Exemplar and stuff in detail a little bit more. They confirmed that the Exemplar class does in fact have medium armor. The one thing that I had for feedback-wise in terms of the playtest was, please give me medium armor, please, I have a strength build, please, I have no dexterity. And they did. And they gave them a medium armor, so now I could be a strength Exemplar without any fears of exploding. The lean flame, yeah! Yeah, I'm excited for that. I need plate! We're getting breastplate, okay, that's all we got. Take the Sentinel and, or, what's it called? Champion archetype. If you want that heavy. But this is the new Barbarian archetype. The Blood Rager. They did say that the Blood Rager is going to be different than the one we're used to in Pathfinder 1st Edition, if you ever played that one, which was just a Sorcerer Barbarian hybrid class. But the Blood Rager is a little different. They wanted to reimagine it a little bit. tie the name to something else, actually get that blood in the Blood Ranger part. And yeah, you do a sippy. My broke ass is getting chainmail up best because it's gonna go okay to adventure gear. I don't need gear. I need half plate and a hammer. No, growing 3 times your size and getting a gore attack. No. But you do get to rip open an enemy and suck out its blood, probably. Because when you take the dedication 2nd level, you do get spell casting, and it adds the rage trait to any spells you gain from the archetype while you're raging. So it's not just any spell casting, it's just the one specifically from the archetype. We don't know what the spells they have yet. I'm assuming you don't get to pick a bloodline like a sorcerer bloodline, but you might be able to take some sorcerer feats later? Like what's the one sorcerer meta magic they have? Like split shot, maybe? Good night, weather. Like maybe they'll get like something like split shot or like what's like I don't think we're getting any like the bloodline magic stuff that we got from the actual sorcerer itself in the new update for the remaster. But they have a new thing called Harvest Blood action, which lets them refresh their temp HP and boost their saving throws against magical attacks of those they've sucked the blood out of. Later on, they get feats like Spell Drinker, which allows them to temporarily add spells to their repertoire when using Harvest Blood, based on the type of creature. So if they use like a Harvest Blood against a Fey enemy, they get the Wall of Thorns spell. Imagine like just biting the shit out of a robot, sucking out its weird oil, and now you can cast Grease. So it isn't Spell Shot, but for Barbarian then? It's a little different. Because this one's way more into the martial, like, I'm gonna rip you open and drink you. It has some spell casting, obviously. But you can get some more spell casting out by an enemy, just like... Hey, can I drink the ectoplasm, GM? I'm imagining that, like, because, like, you see the blood all over them, that maybe they'll do bleeding damage with stuff? Like, maybe their rage damage is bleeding damage? What spells you get for biting goblins? Goblin pox. Like, I may be thinking bleeding damage, which might be scary because there's not a lot of there's a lot of enemies that are, like, immune to bleeding, technically. Like, any construct, elementals that don't have blood. A lot of undead, I think, might be immune to bleed. I don't know. If I drink an ooze, would that hurt? Like, I'd hope it's not bleeding damage, but it could be just because there's a lot of blood involved with this man. Like, look, he's literally just, he's covered it, and it's about drinking blood, so I'd imagine you go like, you know, like, you do the old Dracula scratch, you get the scrape and lick. Get the scrape and lick. May deal rage damage to targets taking persistent bleed damage. That could also be a thing. Drinking ooze jello shots. I like the way you think, Dina. Yeah, no. They get some different skills, probably like one that's based on their magical tradition, question mark. We don't know a lot about them, we just know that they do still cast spells, and they do a lot of drinking. That would be cool if they have an ability that lets them like make things that blood bleed. Like, you're so cool and powerful magic-wise that you can make things bleed actively. I feel like that would be a very fun, different way I'd take on it. Also, look at him. I love him. Look at his armor. That's all we know about the Blood Ragers so far. I hope they talk about more of it, because, like, I'm curious. They know they're not going to, because obviously they already did their blog post on what the fucking Blood Rager is. It's really cool. But I want some clarification, because I'm scared of bleeding damage in games, because, like, bleeding finisher is awesome until you fight something that's immune to bleeding. There's just probably going to be primal, but it'll be funny to see Arcane Raging Cannibal. That's the thing, though. They talk about here. This is the new, like, iconic for the Blood Rager. They're an orc who is a part of the tradition of orc demon slayers from the Moy Expanse, who drink the blood of shadow demons to gain magical power. So maybe it's depending on what you sucky that gives you your magical origins. Like, that one's probably divine themed because he drank it down demons. if you, like, I don't know, drink down a plant monster blood, do you get, like, primal? Or if I beat the shit out of a wizard and drink his blood like a vampire, do I get arcane? How does this work? If I drink a Fae, do I get a cult? What flavor of juice box am I sucking from? Maybe something like that. Maybe it's different origins per tradition kind of thing. I don't know. That'd be cool, though. And now the most controversial. I love her. She's hot as fuck. The other things are immune to bleed are constructs and undead. And aren't elementals immune to blood? Like, ones that are like, this is a water guy. He's made out of rocks. How is he bleeding? Oh, you're somebody's willing? That'd be cool, too. Like, my wife is a witch and I drank her weird blood. Now her patron hates me because I'm using some of the power that I did not earn like my wife did. She shared it with her. She shared it with me when she wasn't supposed to, but fuck you, I do what I want. Having pixies in a flask link style for an emergency sippy would be really funny. Yeah. I miss her red coat. I do like her red design more than the blue one. But I guess the blue and black fit Pharasma more, question mark? Because I'm pretty sure she's a vindicator of Pharasma. Yeah, here's the new Pathfinder 2e thing that literally ruins friendships and destroys relationships online. The Vindicator. It used to be called Inquisitor in first edition, no longer called Inquisitor. Blue is Pharasma's colors? It is? I was making sure. But don't worry, guys. If you want to be an Inquisitor, just be evil. They talk about right here. Only Vindicators of evil deities are called Inquisitors. Asterisk. Red was just a Spanish Inquisition reference. But I think red looked better. Where in the world is... This orc lady's name I forgot. I always forget her name because I never know how to pronounce it, so I always be scared to. Like, how do I pronounce this? I-M-R-I-J-K-A. Mrijka. Mjurka. Mjika. You know, Inquisitors are still a thing in lore. You're an Inquisitor if you're evil. If you're not an evil one, you're a Vindicator. Vindication! Oh, that sort of stuff. And this is a Ranger class archetype. Now, a lot of people had interesting opinions on this part. Like, what part of the Vindicator fits the Ranger? Is it tracking down those that, like, are evil and spooky? Because this class archetype does say it requires you to choose a deity. And you're trained in religion instead of nature. And their favorite weapon getting deadly simplicity, like a cleric does. Or a, what's it called? Or a paladin does. But it is a religious ranger. Tracking and hunting down heretics. Exactly. They do get a new special hunter's edge called the Vindication Edge. It just changes how their stuff works. Because I think it's gonna be more spellcasting based, question mark? Because they learn all the warden spells as divine spells. And they get the ability to select domain spells. I don't know how I feel about that. You also get the sanctification and have other stuff like Trackless Journey, Masterful Hunter, and make them better fit with other changes. Like, I'm assuming Trackless Journey, Masterful Hunter. I think Trackless Journey and stuff like that was like you don't leave tracks behind. And Masterful Hunter means, like, which one's Masterful Hunter again? Shit. And that's the level 17 feature. What's it do? Classy sees Master Warden spells, stuff like that. Ignore penalties. Gives you different Hunter's Edge stuff, yeah. But, like, does it... You think Trackless Journey is going to be more for, like, urban focus? Because I imagine there's going to be a lot more, like, not like out and aboutness while you are being a vindicator, maybe. Because yeah, you're gonna be tracking them down, but I doubt it's gonna be like very much in, like it's gonna probably be in-house more than it is like out in the wilds and stuff. Like sprawling through like big urban cities, fighting heretics and like what's it called? Like just like seeking them out and getting them to like expose themselves, question mark. Although tracking heretics down would probably be like find their evil secret layers. We need some investigative flavor, that'd be fun. Yeah, it's supposed to combine stuff like the Ranger's strong skill and combat chassis with focus spells. Like it was like potent focus spells casting supported by Vindication Edge. Which I'm just like, probably exciting diplomacy for tracking more. That's a thing. Yeah, that sounds about right. Do I really... I'm not sure how much I care about the spell casting of my Ranger. I want to hit stuff with my Ranger, and this thing I think it makes it better with. Like, there's spell casting against like people. Like I talk about heretics a lot. So I would think that maybe it like you do like it's good against people who oppose your deity, question mark, which I feel like would be way too restrictive. Like I feel if it was like that, it would be way too like what's it called? Way too like you need to be a very specific campaign to like make the most out of that type of stuff. Some domains do make you better hitting people, that is correct. Most aren't, though. Most kind of are mid. Like, Aurora, yeah, cool. Move up to your speed and also get a bonus to athletics. That's awesome. What else do we got? A fireball type thing. Cool, my wisdom sucks because I'm a fucking melee, like a melee character. I have a sword. I have dexterity, strength, and constitution. My wisdom is shit. So I hope they're not saving throw spells. But a lot of domains give you saving throw spells. And or spell attack roll stuff, which are not gonna be good. It'll be campaign specific as investigator. That's what I would think. They do say that they give different special thingies because their focus spells are Vindicator's Mark and Vindicator's Judgment, which lets you like the Vindicator's Mark just gives you more damage against them. How could they be against the Worm Man from Dune? I don't know. I don't think I would be good against that. They do talk about how they have different special feats, like Call of the Hunt, which gives their hunted prey off guard if they are and at least one of their allies are both adjacent to the target. So it's like the rogues gang up, but like, you know, you need to hunt prey first. It's neat. I just flank the motherfucker. Just have someone grab or trip them. Gang up is great. But like, I don't like that one all that much, not gonna lie. This is neat though, you can share your divine sanctification with your allies and your friends. But, you know, I'm not really into the Vindicator. I don't care about the name change at all. It works if it's an uneven number of people, but it still feels bad. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, it feels that I've never been a fan of that. Like, gang up is rad because you can sneak attack at least if one of your allies is next to the enemy. So you just have your fighter in front of you. You as a ruffian rogue in the back with gang up and a reach weapon can just poke over your fighter and get sneak attack off. That's awesome. Ranger, you and at least one of your friends has to be adjacent to it, which means you just walk 5 feet to it in a diagonal. Now you're flanking them. Question mark. Who gives a fuck? Just move 5 feet and you're flanking them. I want an entire. I have 10 class features. I have 11 class features. I had to count again. Like, I don't got a lot of these. I'm not going to use it on that. It might be better. It might be awesome and cool. We don't know the full thing yet, but that's my opinion on that one. I love her still, though. Look at her. She's so pretty. She won't kill me. I will thank her. Yeah, those are the 3 they've shown off so far. I love the idea of the Avenger. Don't know how it's going to be just yet. They might give... I'm hoping maybe they'll get Twin Takedown, because, like, they give you Hunted Prey. They didn't really tell you much else about that. And being able to sneak attack with your deity's favorite weapon is hilarious when you can think about sneak attacking with a greatsword. I like that. As far as this going to be, like, level 6, though, it probably is, because isn't Gang Up also level 6? But Gang Up is rad for very specific builds. Like, it talks about the Avengers as like selling in combat enemy priests, which makes me think like it might also be very campaign dependent and being like, yeah, you're really good at like fighting priests. And I'm like, oh yay, my favorite. I'm in the woods. There's no priest here. This is a dog. Like, I don't think campaign specific stuff is bad. It just makes me feel a little sad that I can't use it in a lot of games. Because stuff has to be like very flavored and focused on that type of thing. And it's like, yeah, that's awesome. I'm not doing that. Rangers literally get Silver Strike at level 6. Oh yeah, I forgot. You know, like oh, campaign specific. Hell yeah, let's go. And then I don't ever plan a campaign like that ever. This would be okay. See, the Avenger and the Vindicator would be really great for the campaign we just finished last month that lasted for 3 years, where we were fighting an evil guy who was trying to create his own pantheon of gods and be really cool and evil about it. And there's a lot of evil, angry priests and like a lot of fucked up enemies that were like of this pantheon and worshiping these fucked up gods. That would have been perfect 3 years ago. But we finished that campaign, and I fucking bet we're not going to do that theme again for the next 10 years. So this is effectively useless for me personally. This probably works really good for other people, but like knowing like my group what we just did for the past 3 years, I will never use them if they're really specifically based around enemies like priests and like that, because we literally just spent a 3-year campaign, homebrew campaign, fighting evil enemy priests. So it's like, this book comes out like 2 months after we finished the fucking game that would have been perfect for. It just feels bad personally. Like, I'm excited for the classes and stuff in general, but I just realized just now this would have been perfect 3 years ago. Damn it. I even played a fucking rogue. She died. Then I played a cleric. I worshipped myself. I miss you every day, Porgy. Yeah, no. I do really love the fucking Blood Rager, though. Look at him! He's gonna eat a man! Also, I really want to know what Harvest Blood does. They say it lets you refresh your temp HP and give your saving throws against magical attacks of enemies you sucked on. But, like, does it do anything against enemies that, like, aren't spellcasters? Because, again, if this goes from the self-buffing, fully independent barbarian to, please, DM, give me spellcasting enemies I need to suck, then I'll be a little disappointed. And I mean, I guess, like, spending 1 action to refresh your temp HP isn't bad, but, like... Oh, but it lets me do more stuff down the line with melee stuff. When I give a bite on armed attack, maybe. I imagine those more like you cut with your weapon and you go... once you cut them yourself. But it'd be really funny if you did give you, like, tusks or, like, a vampire teeth. Oh, someone added me in my Discord. Oh, my YouTube short thingy that I released 2 days ago is almost at 9,000 views. Let's fucking go. Yeah, hopefully it gives you more stuff online for more martial stuff like that, because I'm not going to fight a lot of spellcasters. I fight a lot of dogs. And that's just not me being a goblin. I mean, literally, I fight a lot of fucking, like, random animals and weird creatures and fucked up enemies that aren't spellcasters. Because not only that, there's a lot of enemies that have like spellcast like abilities, which means they have spellcasting adjacent. They are spellcasting asterisk. They don't use spell slots or anything like that. Oh, this is like what Blood Rage is making me hungry. Then get us some sippy. Like, find yourself a nice twink, snap in half, slurp them up. Like, I'm really hope, because, like, out of all the Monstars in, what's it called? It doesn't require slash piercing because I love hammers. I love hammers too, I like bonking. Let me get some sippy. Ayo, boss. Let me slurp. But, like, I really am hoping that there is a more martially stuff to it down the line. Because, like, I want to be a martial who does spellcasting, not just, like, you know, Gleams, I'm named divine. Because we already have the Superstition Barbarian that fights exclusively spellcasters, you know? And they had to buff it because it sucked so hard beforehand. So maybe we don't do that, please. I have faith in Paizo, not gonna lie. I still have faith. I still have hopes that they're gonna do it right and stuff like that and do it good. But there's always gonna be a little hesitation. Look at him. I accidentally clicked on this by accident. I clicked on that one too by accident. I want to make Blood Rager based on Alucard and Helsing Abridged. Yeah, that would totally work. Make him goofy as shit. But now that we got over these three, excited for Blood Rager, kind of excited for Avenger. Vindicator is okay, I guess. Need to dry blood and pancakes? Probably. That'd be syrupy? I think that'd be maple syrupy. With this crunchy image that you can see right here is based on the next two class archetypes they talked about on their Paizo live stream. We will get to what these guys are and what they do in a second. I'm going to fill my water bottle up first, though. I'll be right back. Hi! I have returned. Now we are moving on to the Seneschal and Hero of Legend. Now, I know a lot of you guys probably already know what the Seneschal, since I did that fun YouTube short about it. If you didn't watch it yet, please watch it. I need more views, so Paizo gives me more books. But if you haven't already seen that, on the left, we have the Seneschal. It doesn't look like much, but trust me, it's the coolest witch archetype ever. And then on the right, there is the Hero of Legend. Hero of Legend seems to be based on the legend of Achilles. You are immune to a lot of stuff, maybe, resistant to stuff at the very least. But you have one glaring weakness, and when you are hit by that glaring weakness, you get fucked up. But you can use that fuckery as a resource to make yourself even cooler, fighting against those odds, fighting against adversity, and surpassing that weakness you might have. Now, the Seneschal Witch is an interesting case. What happens, do you think, when your patron dies? Or at the very least disappears? Does your magic go away, perhaps? Or does something cooler happen? Well, Paizo decided to go and make this thing the sickest fucking thing ever. You can bet your ass that that shit is fucking going. You don't lose the magic. The pact is still there. The pact has been sealed. You still have that magic. But you don't have your patron to be the conduit for it. It is now raw, unfiltered magical energy that your familiar siphons and puts into you. Which then gives you your own unique focus spell, where you pull from that raw, whatever, energy. I think it's based on the magical tradition of your original patron. You pull from that power, and you use it for something. They didn't describe exactly what you do with it. I'd imagine it's a big blasty wasto, question mark? This one I am looking forward to a whole lot too, Sayonark. The main theming of it as well is yeah, your patron is gone now. And as you slowly harness that raw magical power left behind, as you level up and as you take feats from it, I presume, you take their place. By the end of the class archetype, you're gonna be level 20, and you are a patron. You become the patron. And you get your own witches that can draw from your power. They talk about how there's their own custom things that you can go and do, and what you are, and that you channel outwards when you do stuff. And even early on, you become the Baba Yaga. Exactly. I am the Mosquito Witch now. And through this whole class archetype, you can do it early. They've talked about how there's going to be rules for if you're playing in a party with other witches and or those with the witch archetype, you'll be able to be their patron. They can just take you as their patron early on. Level 1, I'm Doug, I'm David's patron. And then they can go and get cool abilities while you also get cool abilities. Which is really weird. I like it, though. I'm assuming, though, because the narrative weight behind, the whole... Your patron said you are becoming the patron and you are the patron late levels. This is probably be rare as well. Kind of like how the, what is it called? The exemplar class itself is rare. So I'm assuming it might also be rare, or at the very least uncommon, because I doubt every day your patron's just fucking dying. Yeah, you can just be your friends' patrons. And there's things you can do for them and things that they can do for you. It kind of takes away some narrative potential for the GM. Exactly. That's why I think it's like be uncommon or rare because the narrative stuff. I imagine to be as mechanically strong as every other thing. It's gonna be on par with that. But like I imagine narratively though, it's probably gonna have a lot of weight to it. I expect the entire book to have a rare tag. Yeah, at least uncommon for a lot of stuff, rare for some of it. The Exemplar, probably the Seneschal Witch, probably gonna be rare too. The Hero of Legend we're gonna talk about is probably gonna be uncommon, just based on its thematical stuff. It's not even, it kind of sounds weird to me. I don't know. But like they talked about the Warrior of Legend back during Gen Con, but they're gonna go more deep into it on the Paizo Live from Friday, I believe it was. I was streaming then, so I didn't see it. I had to watch a VOD. It's on the YouTube channel. It is a fighter class archetype. And of course, it's based on Achilles, as you could probably guess what I said earlier. And you possess a curse put upon you, and there's a particular damage type you're weak to. I assume it's gonna be like a normal damage type. Like, what are the physical ones again? Bludgeoning, piercing, slashing. You're probably gonna pick one of them and be like resistant to the other two. Because I doubt they're gonna let you pick fire as your weakness, just never let you face fire enemies. I bet it's gonna be like one of the more common ones. A decent martial oracle? No! Battle oracle. I haven't tested the new one out yet. Is it bad as everyone says? I come back to Polygon Witch's patron class. You just missed it. We just finished talking about it. We're gonna go back over it in a bit though, don't worry. We're talking about the martial one. The Hero of Legend. They don't specifically say you get resistance to stuff, but I'd imagine since it's based on Achilles, who is immune to everything but the specific weakness, his heal, I'd imagine that is going to be the part where, like, you're probably resistant to, like, the other types equal to your level or half your level, question mark? Probably half your level, because it's kind of strong if it was your level. But you're probably weak to your level / half your level to the other one you didn't pick. Because I'm assuming that it's going to be physical damage types, because, you know, Achilles, sword fighting, all that type of shit. You have a spear. That's all you have. Yeah, by the way, you can only use spears. That's your weapon. It's a spear exclusive. Spear and polearm, I believe. You don't get the shield block feat for free either. You don't use any heavy armor. It's medium down, I think. And it focuses on spears and polearms only, akin to Achilles. So you're shoehorned into just being Achilles. I would have liked more weapon freedom involved with it, but you know, you want to go be Achilles, I guess it's the Achilles subclass. It would be strong, yeah. But here's another thing they talk about. You pick a damage type, gives you weakness to it. But they also say, they talk about doom a lot, like probably like the doomed condition, because they talk about doom, capital D. So I'm assuming that, like, yeah, you're weak to this thing, yeah, you're strong at ones, but if you get stabbed, like, I'm assuming it's like if you're if you're weak to, like, slashing and you hit with a slashing weapon, you get a doom counter on. Like, you become doomed 1 and they do it against doom 2 until you die. I imagine something like that would be a balance out too. So you're like, ah! Whenever you see something slashing or piercing or bludgeoning or fire or sonic, wherever you pick. Because I'm assuming it's one specific damage type. I would assume it's the physical ones because they're most common. Because I doubt that, like, yes, I am weak to sonic damage. Because what does sonic damage ever? Destrachans, and I think that's it. And Destrachans aren't OGL anymore, so they can't publish those. They do specify, oh yeah, yo, when you get the Die Hard feat for free, so you're harder to kill. But whenever you take damage from your cursed weakness, you gain the doomed condition. Yes, I forgot that's what I was thinking in my head. They specifically confirm it. Think of Headpad. That you get the doomed condition every time you take damage from it. So, like, you're like, oof. Oh, shit. They give you iron for free, which, I mean, I guess is, like, it'll even it out, but I feel like you shouldn't give me that for free. Let me die easier, please. But then again, a 3-action claw, claw, claw from a dragon could kill you, so ooh. Yeah, no, when you're doomed, you get to unlock cool heroic abilities. Like, you have a thing that's called Heroic Defiance, where when your doom is near, you fight harder and stronger. You gain 10 HP, a bonus to your saves, stances, and other abilities. They have a 14th level feat called Only My Doom May Claim Me. And yeah, and you get significant resistance to all damage other than your curse's weakness. This will be high risk, high reward fighter. Because I read through this beforehand, and that's what I was like, I think it's pulling from that when I forgot that I can read it again, because I'm an idiot. Yeah, no, so you're resistant to, like, everything that's not your weakness, but your weakness gives you doomed, so you just die. Basically, panache, but death? I like the way you think. 10 HP, bonuses to saves, stances is interesting to me. I'm assuming it's the polearm stance. You get more reach with it, like the one lunging stance thingy, question mark, maybe? I don't know. But they do say, like, you can, when your doom is near, you can fight harder and stronger. So maybe get like a big, maybe get like a turbo power attack that you can only use while you're doomed? Question mark. They say that, like, when you're closer to death, so maybe you have to be like doomed like 3 or 4 to get like your super powerful abilities, or like use one doom. Like, this is the way probably to expend your doom to like not die as hard. Just don't die. Yeah, that's my thing. Like, that'd be really awesome if like the doomed condition was like a currency for you. Like, you just juggle being doomed. Would be fucking hilarious. Because, like, imagine like you stab a guy. And he's like, oh, my weakness. Anyways, super supreme like surprise blast. Like, I'm fine now. Like, I feel like that would just be really funny. But like, I'd imagine you wouldn't spend your doomed at all. But I would like it if you did. The shield builds will go to this one. Yeah, you don't get the shield block feat for free though. So like, you're gonna have to invest in that. And you can only use spears as your weapon. Spears and pole arms. So you're gonna have to go with that one-arm pole arm and a spear, or like a spear and a shield, and just be Achilles. Like they said, you're just gonna be Achilles. But like, a part of me thinks you want to get attacked with your weakness stuff just because it gives you powers? Question mark. So you're gonna want to be like, no, what's it called? Like, no defenses until you get hit. And you're like, ah, 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 shield, shield, shield. But before that, you're like, ha ha ha, my tits are just out. You know. Ah, that'd be so fucking cool. Cause like, Only My Doom May Claim Me sounds really fucking cool. They didn't say what the fucking breaching pike is that one-handed? I thought it was two-handed. Oh wow, look at that. That is a one-handed 1d6 reach spear. Hobgoblins, you rat bastards, you have the best shit. Hey, it's only a martial weapon. I thought it was gonna be advanced. No, okay. I guess it is only 1d6, but still. 1d6 is a lot when you crit a lot. Because you are still a fighter. Just rock around with a fucking tower shield one hand, breaching pike in other hand. Isn't it a fortress shield, the one that's like a plus 30 your AC when you raise it? Hobgoblins win again. No, us normal goblins are too cool to be hobbed. It's bullshit. The hobs are pies. Why is there 2 of you? I've never seen more than one hobgoblin in my life. Like, I've only ever seen one of them per, like, fucking, what's it called? Per like, room. I've never seen 2 whole hobgoblins. The really cool guy, one-handed reach weapon, the chain sword. It has to be a spear. Forever Gems feel the hob love. What do you? Why? No. Why would you love a hobgoblin? They look weird. I don't like the way they look. They scare me. That's because hobgoblin stealth protocols beat your perception? No! My stealth is better. I have very sneaky and very, very sneaky. What do you have? Very long? Very lanky? Is that hot? Lanky, huh? So you have? Very lanky? Don't worry, goblins don't win unless to see. Good. Us goblins have anti-physics. Go fuck yourself. Never underestimate us goblins. We're the way cooler than you'll ever be, and people love us more. Goblins are cute. Hobgoblins are stinky. I'm not intimidated by tall goblins. I am the tallest goblin. I'm 3'9". I am the epitome of goblin tall. Hobs also get stealth feats? Yeah, but not as much and not as cool. Can you just sneak out in the open? I can hide and sneak while being observed. Can you? No. It's because we're so overlooked. Thank you so much for the follow, Eldritch Mellow. Bob's towering over Gob's like, hey, no, none of that. You're a very tall goblin? I am. I need to be tall for the homies. I can't lesbian lift my hose if I'm not tall enough. There's that one art, actually. Your goblins wouldn't use much less if they were bigger like a hobgoblin. Yeah, we would. Thank you for that, Pat. I feel like you'd want even more, because, like, I'm immune to fall damage. I could just become a bouncy ball and, like, not take any damage from an attack. I can ignore any negative effects by walking through, like, a wall of force. I love that Minotaurs are really good at stealth. That's my favorite goofy thing ever. I almost dragged the porn on the screen, not the actual one I was trying to grab. Look at this. This is, I need to be tall so I can do this to my homies. This is what I need the height for. This specifically. I need to do that. I need to do that. Hi, Autumn. Yeah, no. Hero of Legends, I'm torn on if I like the Hero of Legend or not. It's like Hero of Legend is just Achilles. If I wanted to just be Achilles, I'd play the Exemplar right in the same book with the more god abilities. This is like a fighter. Like, yeah, they talk about you can use your, like you're doomed, but the more doomed you are, the cooler you get. But like, I could just be Achilles elsewhere. Or some vision of a Minotaur in RPG where they literally can't get lost and mace them out. Do they do that here? Yes, Pathfinder Minotaurs literally make their entire society based around mazes. They just like to sculpt and create shit like that. They can have feats that let them walk through walls, through like walk through stone walls of like a maze / labyrinth. They have feats that make them so they can intimidate people anywhere inside the labyrinth just by being like stompy and huffy because they can't find you, but you can see them. You get extra cool stealth bonus stuff, makes stone slabs out of things. It's really cool and really fun. I love Minotaurs in Pathfinder. They're strange. But the Seneschal Witch is the shit, dude. The Seneschal Witch just slaps so fucking hard, dude. Like, becoming your own patron slowly over time. This is more broken than what I heard. Yeah, it's really cool. I love them. Beginning of the Seneschal Witch. Your patron's dead. What do you do now? Become them, I guess. I guess I will take their place. which is more link from Zelda, typical JRPG heroes. I get why it's just Achilles, because it's like the divine themed book, but like, it's probably, I hope it's cooler than I think it is right now. Like in actual release, when we actually see what the different things are, because they just vaguely say, the more doomed you are, the cooler you become, and it's like, what do you mean by that? It's like, yeah, you get resistances, you get powerfuler. Okay, but in like what way? But how do I become powerfuler? Please tell me. You can only use spears though. I'm like, I want to use a hammer. I want to use a hammer. I think they just limit it to spears just so you can't use ranged weapons and just stay away from ever getting hit by your weakness. Like if you make your weakness like slashing, what ranged slashing thing exists? Is there any like ranged slashing attacks that enemies usually have? It's mostly piercing or bludgeoning, right? It does only fit if you. It literally is. Do you want to play Achilles? Here you go. Here's Achilles. You want to play Achilles? This is not for you. This is you are just the Achilles class. You're the Achilles fighter. That is my fantasy. I am Achilles from the Greek legends. That is me. I'm him. Bitch, I'm him. Air Kinesis, range classic. Yeah, but Air Kinesis aren't enemies. There's no Air Kineticist NPC like things. There's no air monster, Air Kinesis monsters. Are there air elementals that can do slashing with their like wind stuff? I'm trying to imagine like what range slash stuff that you would normally fight as a fighter. And I'm trying to figure out why is spear only, if not just to make yourself double Achilles. Yeah. Why Achilles' weakness was his heel, by the way? Because that's when they didn't dip him, right? Like his mom held him in like the fucking river with like a pair of tongs. And was like, yeah. Or like, wouldn't he just like die? Okay. I think you're something by Dusted is being held there. Because like, if they just dunk him, I feel like it was the river Styx, right? So if they just full dunked him, he would just die. Like, is that how that works? If like you went for the full dunk, if you got in like the little like the fry basket, is this National Fox Day? Hell yeah! I gotta tell Lumi that. But like if you know a little fry basket, just swirl him around in the river Styx a bit, you know, like toss him around a bit. Make sure he's evenly fried on all ends. Pull him out like that. Or do you just die because it's the river Styx and your soul's just gone forever? Do you pull out the dead baby or do you pull out like Super Supreme Baby? Because that's the thing. When I was in elementary school in 5th grade, I learned about the fire version. It wasn't until I was a grown-ass bitch where someone taught me about the river Styx version. And I was like, what? It was a river? I thought they just dunked the baby in the fire. They just tossed him on a pan and was like, yep, that's baby right there. That'll make them immortal right there. Just put him in the baby fire. And you're like, what? What? That's Greek myths. What's wrong with you? Like, in that class, I learned 2 things about Greek myths. That Achilles was tossed into a fireplace for a little bit and burnt off his mortality, but they forgot his heel because they just forgot. And also that Aphrodite was made when Poseidon's raggedy ball sack got sliced open by like a rock and his cum splattered across sea foam, made a woman. That's all I remember from my 5th grade like Greek history, like 3 months we did on it. And it says he's like 1/4 god, he would tank it but then die. That's probably it. Uranus up Poseidon. Well, they're the same thing, right? Question mark. I don't know. I didn't really pay much attention in school. Just imagine Achilles going to the river Styx and coming out wearing Supreme brand drip. Dun 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 dun. This baby's stunting on me, damn it! As Uranus is not Poseidon's. I was close. I went to public school in like a bad city, so they could have just mixed it up. But like, it is really funny to me to think about. Like, you ever think like Achilles' parents tried to like spank him at all later in life, and he just kind of tanked it and stared at them funny because they're like, "What? I didn't feel shit." And they just flicked his heel, and he's like, "Ah!" Like, I don't advocate for like corporal punishment at all, but like, you think that ever happened when they forgot they made him like immortal, and so they just like try to spank him, and then there's nothing. There's a lot of versions of myths they didn't have a myth wiki in ancient Greece. That's fair. I think a lot of different things. My favorite version of Hephaestus will always be the one where he created tiny little mecha robots to carry him like a lazy bitch. I love that version. Because, like, I really like the thought of, like, Hephaestus fighting with the gods against the Titans. And out of nowhere, they're like, what do we do? And then fucking Titan falls in, Hephaestus fucking just beating shit up like kaijus in, like, a fucking Pacific Rim. Just, like, slamming his robotic fist into something. I just like the thought of fucking mecha wielding Hephaestus. Because it sounds so cool. Because there's the ones where it's like, it's not just, they're not called robots, obviously, but like little autonomous dudes that would just carry him around. And I really, like, he just had like 4 small, weird men made out of like bronze or some shit that like just carried him in places. In one of the myths, I want him to have a mech. I want Hephaestus mecha now. Achilles doesn't maybe be able to do things like Favor Kung Pao, Enter the Fist. That's what I was thinking. Like, I want to see like someone goes to spank Achilles. Achilles just grabs their hand and twists their arm, and he's like, ah! Like baby Achilles just punching you in the face. You're like, I can't hurt him. Ow. Invent new War Immortals class archetype. That would be really funny. I'm not like tell me that wouldn't be funny to see Hephaestus in a fucking mecha. Like, Hephaestus, the Titans have escaped again. Just fucking out of nowhere, Titan fall. Just big robot. Just shooting the shit out of stuff. Pulls out the giant laser sword. That's the most Hephaestus thing ever. That may or may also not be why. It may or may not also be why. When I was a sad young child playing, like just doing a Percy Jackson Wattpad role-playing stuff with people when I was like 14, that I was a child of Hephaestus who could make robots. I will fully admit, I did cringy Wattpad role-playing shit and like fucking amino shit when I was like a child. Like, that was my jam. Mecha Pilot Constructor and ensure if it didn't suck. Hey, it doesn't suck, I don't think. It's okay. I think Ancient Warrior Civilizations would love mechs. I know, right? Imagine just having a cool robot to fucking kill a guy with. Like, what is there not to love about having a giant robot? You're like, oh man, I'm feeling really down today. Cool, have you thought of having a big fuck-off robot? Oh, now I'm happy again. Also, I just realized, I know this is just because the art is in poor quality. Because, like, it's a screen grab from a stream that's not in full screen. But the tip of the spear guy in the back, like in the very back up top, looks like a pencil to me. Like, zooming really in on it, it looks like a pencil. I just noticed that. I think Hephaestus would probably start with power armor first, just Greek Iron Man. Yeah. But, like, when you need to pull out the big guns, it's like when the Court of Owls breaks into Batman's Batcave and Alfred just whips out the mecha and starts, like, slamming the Court of Owls. Just beating the shit out of him with a shotgun and just be like, well, my master Bruce does not like killing, but I was in the army. Like, fuck yeah. I'm saying Mecha Hephaestus. Best idea for an AU ever. I'm just saying it right now. Sci-fi, Greek mythology, Hephaestus is in a mech. I think the Trojan horse is the first mecha. Dude, with that thing had a gun on it, though. Oh god, it's not amino. Listen, okay, I was a child, and I listened to YouTubers who've told me to download it because they got a sponsorship, and I was like, my favorite Minecraft YouTuber told me to get Amino, and so my favorite Pokemon YouTuber, I will do that like a small impressionable child. I'm getting groomed. And that was my childhood. Oh. Also, Miiverse. Hey, y'all remember fucking the 3DS and Wii U Miiverse? The weird Nintendo social media platform they had on those consoles? I was all over that thing. I couldn't do art, but I could breed people competitive shiny Pokemon because I was bored and autistic with ADHD and untreated. And that's what I did all day. I had 4 study halls, including a lunch study hall, my senior year of high school. So you know what I did? I literally bred Pokemon and Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, those competitively viable, like perfect competitive with shiny and everything, for free because I got bored. And I also did it for money later on, once I learned that I can charge people. I used to do Pokemon Trainer RP, so I feel you. Yeah! I was a loser, but I was having fun. Because I realized that my first ever social media, like, experience was not, like, a mainstream social media thingy. Y'all ever play on the Nintendo DSi? Y'all ever play Flipnote Hatena? That was my first ever interaction with anything ever social media-wise. And that's where I joined, like, a Pokemon guild that was ran by, like, a 20-something-year-old, and it was full of children, but I didn't get groomed. No one in there did, I don't think. That guy was just very into Pokemon and wanted people to talk to. He was probably just lonely. And I don't know, like that. But, like, that's how I met my best friends, or my best online friends. We ended up, because Flipnote Hatena shut down at some point. Yeah, Orax is 10 years old. Yeah, I graduated almost 10 years ago. Thank you for that. And then, like, they like a couple kids there that were also my age became, like, my bestest friends ever. We were Xbox Live best friends for, like, ever. And then I graduated high school and had to move out to a place with no internet for 2 years, and I haven't talked to them since. I wonder how they're doing. Camry Bowers, how are you? If you are in my chat right now, how are you? I hope you're not trans and I didn't dead name you by accident. I'm not saying that being trans is bad because I'm trans, I'm that. I just don't want to dead name you by accident. If you are anywhere, I hope you're having fun. I hope you are not dead. Don't do cocaine, kids, and don't be racist. They were from the South, so obviously there was racist. Not with him, but some of his friend group that I integrated with. But difference. Yeah, don't do drugs, kids. Stay out of crime. No racist. I think of those guys though. Jay is probably right. I was a racist. Jay is probably trans. Bye. Yeah, no, that is all. These are these two guys. I got on a weird ass tangent there. Sorry. I got very distracted by my childhood. I was amazing at fucking Call of Duty. Yeah, no, I realized I started that off weird because I was like, I hope this thing, because I don't want to detonate you by accident. It's been 10 years. A lot can change. I have tits now. I didn't back then. That's strange. That's crazy to think about. I grew these myself. Not a lot, but they're mine. I'm also dummy thick now, which is very more important. Dude, the amount of hoes that are from my high school friend group and or other friend groups that I've talked to out of nowhere, I'm like, hey, how are you doing? They're like, oh, hey, who the fuck are you? And I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot. All of my screen names have changed since. I am this person from your high school, but I am the trans now. This is my new name. And they're like, I'm like, oh God, please don't, because I'm from Ohio, so obviously there's like a mixed bag there. I could either get someone who's supportive or someone who's gonna kill me and skin me for my parents. But every single time I'm like that, I'm like, I'm a scaly and I'm a twinge. And they're like, yeah, same. And I'm like, yo, they got boobs too! They also grew tits! It's happened more often than not. Which is always the funniest thing to me. Back to Pathfinder. Yeah, it's literally a flip a coin if I get called a slur, or get called a slur affectionate. It's like a slur affectionate or a slur derogatory. I get one or the other. That's life. I agree with the Nephilim beats. Yeah. These are like some of the pictures of the exemplar they talked about. The exemplar. Of course, I described him earlier. Demigod-ass class. But they did finally confirm that yes, there is the fucking unarmed one on the right there. And I love it. I'm so excited. These are the pictures of the example builds, like how every single class has an example build in the book, at least 2 or 3 of them. These are 2 of the example builds they talked about. One on the left is the Sky King Eternal, which I guess is very much themed after the Sky Kings, the Dwarven stuff. I love how, like, this bitch has no hand. They took her hand, so she has one hand axe. And then, of course, on the right here, there's a Punch Master Supreme called the Creation's Beast. That's the build name. That's kind of awesome. I don't know what the fuck that entails, but I'm excited. One of the abilities for the Sky King Eternal one, the one on the left, has something called Battle Hymn to the Lost, which is a really cool feat where you, like, rend the veil between worlds with your attack, which lets you strike an enemy, but then the spiritual force of you as a divine hero cuts through their soul, and the barrier between worlds and the spirit world will, like, flow through and attack other enemies in the area. Or even, like, revive an ally that died or is about to die. So, like, you cut them so hard with your axe that, like, you make a rift in, like, the ghost zone from Danny Phantom, and all these ghosts come out and start beating the shit out of people and also help your friends heal. Which is kind of fucking awesome. It's a lot. Something I've noticed from, like, the exemplar class feats from at least the playtest is they're thick paragraphs of these fucking abilities, dude. Please give them something like Virgil's Yamato portals. Maybe. I'm really hoping for, because they did say that yes, there's punchy ass weapon icon. You can see on the right there's a punchy fister Minotaur. Cool beard. Please tell me that there are 2 things. There's a throwing weapon build one, because I like throwing weapons, and they're very sorely unrepresented. And then maybe, this is a stretch, probably not going to be a thing, at least not until, like, I convince one of my people who do Pathfinder Infinite stuff to go and make something for, like, I don't know, like, Exemplars Plus, or, like, Eldritch Osiris Exemplar bullshit. But, like, you know, maybe, just maybe, an animal companion weapon icon, question mark? Mythic animal, but I think Bapper. Best we got is Ricochet stance. Hey, I mean, hey. The, what's it called? Dwarven Warrior has some stuff with throwing in it, and then the Swashbuckler has some good throwing stuff. Rogue has a little. Later has, give me a thrown weapon stance thingy. I don't know how it would work. Would it be like, just like, the Divine Boomerang, where you have like a throwing knife weapon thingy and it just comes back to you every time you throw it, question mark? Thank you, Rexy Duck, for the follow. Or like, maybe it'll be like, what's the thingy called? Like a, not the bandolier. Is it thrower bandolier, or is it, no, it's gunner's bandolier? Isn't there like a magic item that has like, you put like the runes on the magic item itself, and there's like 18 different knives inside of it, and you just throw one knife at a time. You pull the knife out and imbue it with the runes, then you throw it. And I think that's a thing. Maybe it's like that, where it's like a big sheath with like a bajillion, like hundreds of thousands of knives, and it kind of acts like what's it called? Who's the guy from like Fate Stay Night? Like Gilgamesh, I think, right? I just throw his bandolier. Ow, I hit my fucking elbow. Just summon infinite blades, like Unlimited Blade Works. Maybe something like that, where you just like have like a thingy on your chest to like throw infinite knives forever because you open up like a portal maybe, or just like pull it out of nothing. I don't know. I'm leaning more towards like, it'd be like the Divine Boomerang for the Australians. Because I think that'd be goofy. Like, it just gets free returning rune as maybe it's like, that's like what its like special divine ability is. You just get free. Please give me a throwing one or a dog. Can I get a divine dog, please? Like, think about it. Kalen has his ascended dog. Why can't I? Why can't me and Bupper Joe go and like fight the world together? Why can't I Finn and Jake with someone? Australian becomes the goddess of monstrous fauna. Knives, necklace of knives. Yeah, something like that. Give me something like throwing stuff like that. Or like, Paizo, please give me a dog. Paizo, let me have a dog. I want a dog, Paizo. Can you imagine a deific combat capybara? I'm just saying, let me cook, Paizo. Like, I'm just gonna at every single developer at Paizo real quick and be like, hey, yo, Paizo, give me the divine bupper. It's probably not gonna be in the book. There's no way anybody but me and my DM Daisy have ever thought of this ever. But maybe, just maybe, one of them is listening to my stream right now. Definitely not. And then maybe, just maybe, they'll do it. Maybe just give me a dog. Slip that into the printing that already printed out a while ago. Or like, yeah, like a champion steed. They get a horse. Why do they get a fucking dog? They don't even need to be able to ride it. It can literally just be a dog. Give me dog. Give me divine bupper. Paizo, give me a dog and my soul is yours. Please, 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 bupper, dog. I just want a dog, dude. Like, think about it. I want to have my sacred animal be my guinea pig, David. Like, is that too much to ask, Paizo? I don't think so, personally. Yeah, the holy hamster. And then we have here the animist stuff. They look like Stan. These look like these be on like some cards. Like, this just makes me think of like, yes, me and my ghost, my shaman king. You can be the one. Yeah, Jojo, look at Ash, motherfucker. I love them. Animus Animus is cool, but I'm not a fan of spell casting usually, so this one I'm kind of like mid on. And that's cool, like, what's it called? Cool meta magic stuff from the playtest at least, but like, I don't know how this is gonna work. They might have changed it. Hopefully they didn't. It's really funny. But they did go out and say like, hey, there's 2 more subclasses. A total of 4, because there's only 2 in the playtest. There's 2 more. The Seer and the Medium. I think these 2 are pictures of them right here. I think the Seer is the one with the ghost behind them, like the fucking ghost of Christmas future. And the Medium has Lava Golem from Yu-Gi-Oh! What's this coming in late? These are pictures of 2 of the Animist subclasses for Pathfinder 2nd Edition. Animist being a class where you channel spirits through your body that give you different magics depending on what spirits you have attached to you at the time. And you can cycle through them to get different abilities. Some subclasses give you different abilities, stuff like that. Thank you so much, Sword Tabby, for the follow. I also am a tear someone in half with my bare hands joy. Yeah, like literally, what's not to love about like ripping someone in half with bare hands? God gave me these weapons. You're over there fucking walking up. Like, you're over there walking up with, like, weapons and magic. Thank you so much, Sunai, for the tier 1 sub. 2 whole months. Oh, those kind of feel like a really cool class. I think it's a really cool class. Like, you're over there with your spell casting that you spent years learning how to do. You're over there with your weapons that you spent a lot of money to enchant, stuff like that. I'm over there walking up to the fight that like evil demon with the weapons God gave me. These hands. Bug. Yeah, I'm fighting God with these hands, bro. God gave me these, I'll use them. Bonk, bonk, bonk. Oh, it's not too similar to the Kineticist? It is not. I've played it in the playtest. And it is not like the Kineticist at all. It's a full 10th rank caster. It is, if you haven't looked at it yet, it's very interesting. Where, like, it is half prepared, it's a half divine prepared caster. So you get like 2 prepared spells every single day for your thingy. And then you have spontaneous spell repertoire you get depending on what ghosts you choose every morning. Your spell list literally changes every single morning because of what ghosts you pick every single time. So it is like the most complex spellcaster because it literally is prepared and spontaneous at the exact same time. And the spontaneous changes. It prepares spells like a cleric does, or like a druid does, where you literally pull from your entire like divine spell list every single morning. You just pick whichever one you want from any of the spells in the divine spell list for those specific spells in those specific slots. Those 2 of them, each individual spell level per day. And then on the other half, you have your spontaneous spell list, which changes up depending on what fucking ghosts you pick. Like, you start off with, like, 1 or 2 ghosts, then go up to 4 ghosts. See, that's me, Schwartz. I am not good with casters. My brain is too small. That's a lot of work, dude. But, like, yeah, it's half and half. And your spell list can change every single day because it depends on what ghosts you pick for the spontaneous side, which gives you different spells depending on which ghost type, versus you being able to pick literally any spell from the divine spell list at any given point during your daily preparations for whatever spell, like, level you have. And you just swap them. Just change them. And that's just the base animist. That's just the base animist. The other animist subclasses just change how you use your spells and your ghosts. Like, in the playtest, there was 2 different types. One that, like, was tied to a ghost, specifically. Like, you were tied to them forever. Like, there was one ghost that's, like, your homie ghost. That you're like, oh, my ghost can... Like, and you let, like, your body literally just be a conduit for other ghosts. So, like, you would be able to not be confused because you'd have a ghost possessing your body instead of you doing anything. So you just have a big resistance to being, like... What's it called? Being possessed, doing anything like that. And have ghosts literally, like, control your body. Like, you have, like, a ghost controlling your body. If you ever go unconscious, your ghost is possessing you doing that. If you get controlled, your ghost is doing it for you. Stuff like that. And the other one they chose was, the only one they showed off was the exact opposite. Think of that, Pat. It's like, your ghosts are like a revolving door. Every single turn, you can swap your ghost, whichever your main ghost is. Because you get a specific focus spell depending on what ghost is currently out. And so... Hey, Runia, thank you so much for the raid! Here's new here, I am TV Bane, Goblin Magus VTuber extraordinaire. I talk about tabletop games more often than not. This time we're talking about Pathfinder 2nd Edition and the War of Immortals. An upcoming book coming in October for Pathfinder 2nd Edition, all about the divine thingies. And we're talking about the Animus class right now. But yeah, that specific one Animus subclass just would revolve whichever ghost they had every single turn to swap which one was main ghost. So they could just keep changing their focus spell every single turn to be like, this is my thing now, boom, this is my thing now, boom, this is my thing now, boom. And cycle them like you would a chamber of a revolver. Like, I fired this one, cool, next one, fire this one, next one, fire this one, next one. But now they've shown off, I think, 2 new ones. The Seer and the Medium. Seer is all about seeing the spirit world. Perceiving and communing with lesser seen spirits that other animals might not find in the dark. Like, you have the weird spirits. You got the fucking deep, dark ghosts you pulled out of the, like, the fucking tombs and shit. Like, yeah, the spirit of this forest that burnt down hundreds of years ago is still lingering. And I found him. His name is Gregory, and he's my friend. And the medium, which is the one on the right, is more about having a bond with a singular apparition. And, like, this is what we're talking about, where, like, you channel them and they take over your body. So you might not have many ghosts, we have one really cool ghost. Look at he's you're saying ghosts can't be your friends, dude? Danny Phantom told me that anyone could be my friend, even if they're dead. He's a phantom. Man, this shit's fucking awesome. Not as cool as, you know, the Exemplar. Exemplar is infinitely cooler because it's not a spellcaster. No offense to Runia, she's also a witch. Runia! Runia! Are you still here? Runia! Seneschal. How you like Seneschal, Runia? The witch, who is also a witch? Are you gonna kill your patron, Runia? Are you gonna get this one whenever this book comes out? You're gonna shoot your patron in the back of the head with a gun? You gonna execute them? That's what I thought! That's what I thought! Kill your patron, let's go! Blam, blam, blam. Blam, blam, blam. It's probably gonna be rare. But who gives a fuck? It's your OC. It can be as rare as you want. I'm a goblin who can read. And yes, Bitmouth, Yeftoe is the goat. No, they already fused with me. That's why I played the Living Vessel archetype. Oh yeah, it's fair. I forgot. Kill them anyway. Knock knock would disapprove, but it's okay because I'm cooler. Man, I can't wait for Exemplar to be banned every game people tries to play them in. No, Daisy already gave me explicit permission. I'm allowed to play Exemplar next campaign. I was originally gonna make because originally my party and we were getting together and deciding like, hey, some of us should have like relationships with each other, you know, like as parties do. As like, what's it called? Like, because we were like, yeah, we should team up. Like, different people have different like partnerships with each other and stuff like that. Like, just like I know him because he's my best friend. Me and my boyfriend, we're gonna do a cute couple thing. But guess who forgot? He did. And guess what he did instead? He was gonna be a Tanuki sibling with my mod Lumi. He betrayed me. He betrayed me. Of course. As soon as I brought it up to him, he backtracked. At least he tried. So no, there's no. I said no. You could be a Tanuki sibling instead. I get it. You hate me and want me to die. So I'm gonna make a dark, edgy, sad, sitting in the corner of the tavern, not interacting with anybody, Exemplar now. And it's gonna be because they got broken up with. Because I got abandoned by their fucking boyfriend slash girlfriend slash lover. And he did this. And yes, I'm being petty. I don't care. Because I'm dramatic. And angry. Don't be mean. Ludessa, I don't see why. I don't see why that would be mean, Ludessa. Oh no, me and all my friends get to have fun? Ooh. I can't believe me and all my homies get to have a good time with a new class. Ugh. Ugh. This is why me and my girlfriend over several questions to make sure we a couple, goblin top, centaur bottom. Usually it's the other way around. I applaud you for your creativity. Why do you think I want to be the main character? I just want to be a cute farm girl who like Clark Kent style wants to like make the world a better place with her new godly abilities. I want to have cute overalls, like a plaid pattern shirt underneath the overalls, armored gauntlets, armored leg thingies. That's it. Have a hoe as her weapon, have a straw little hat slash little ring of daisies as her little, like a ring of flowers around her head as her like worn icon. That's what I want. You make it yourself? No! I'm not a farmer! I cannot wait for the new lore of the War Middlesbrough Ring. I don't know what the fuck. There's gotta be so much lore crammed into this book, but like, I don't know any lore. This means I don't know any of it will mean. I have to go and tune into your stuff, Runia, because I have no idea what like explicit stuff is to come from the God's Reign in lore. In a cornfield. Just because I live across the street from farmland doesn't mean I am a farmer. The G feats the for the Battle Harbinger coming in Divine Mysteries. I was at this point, I was very excited for this. I don't know even a quarter of the lore. I don't know any of the lore. That's Runia's job. See Runia in chat? Follow her. Look at her stuff. All she does is talk about lore and fun stuff like that. I don't know no lore. She does it for me. Her and Dina Goblin, they both hang out in my chat. They know all the lore. I know none of the lore. Did they confirm if the God's Reign is happening all over the world, or is it only like the inner sea region? Like, is there gonna be like God droplets in like Changsha, or like what is it called? What is it called? What's the place? It's not Numeria. Numeria would be kind of scarier. What type of fuck shit do you think is gonna happen in Numeria with God drippies? What's the place with all the star metal stuff? It's like indigenous / Native American like inspired. Hey, thank you, Paige. That is true. Arcadia, that's the one. Thank you, Runia. Also, don't spray me. That's rude. Yeah, what type of... what type of, like, stuff do you think is gonna happen? Do you think the mana waste is gonna, like, stop being wasty or double the waste? Polish the goblin. I like that, actually. I do want Arcadia stuff. I want Numeria and Arcadia stuff. I know Numeria stuff so Sprite shuts the fuck up. And also and Arcadia stuff because Arcadia is cool. They did also confirm that, like, there's new stuff for, like, the Nephilim heritage. Like, a lot of Nephilim stuff. You're finally getting the Gonzi back. Yeah, Divine Empower mutants and guns made to fight that. Dude, I want Divine Jesus guns. I want a gun that shoots out parts of Jesus' cross as bullets. That's how I fight vampires. Yeah, the gun was melted down from the nails that nailed Jesus to the cross. And now the gun shoots out holy bullets of death. Yeah. I want to see art of Jesus in, like, the Neo trench coat, dual-wielding pistols made out of the nails that crucified him, and, like, the thorn crown thingy. Shut the fuck up, I'm gonna be in the cornfields yelling about it in your house. What if Numeria comes out? Will you finally be silent? Yeah, I guess Constantine movie. Please does as all but promise there's an Arcadia lore book in the works. Whee! Hellboy Samaritan. Yeah, like that. Can bullets be enchanted with returning? No, sadly. That is not a weapon. That's consumables. God, Jesus. This Magna Research BFR are with me. Yeah, I love that idea. When it comes out, I'll run by Secret Adventure. Yeah, a Secret Adventure? What the fuck does that mean? Yeah, no, look at him. The Gonzi have returned. Finally. That means we're probably gonna get, like, what are the anti-Gonzi called? The one nobody likes or cared about? They're gold, like, full of numbers. They're autistic. Aphorites, thank you. We're probably gonna get them in Divine Mysteries, maybe? You know, there's a bunch more stuff. There's like the ones on the right are based on like Valkyries and Einherjar. And there's gonna be a lot more feats for them as well, apparently. Probably just gonna be a lot of Gonzi feats. I like Aphorites. They can be metallic. Yeah, they're gold and very autistic and full of numbers. I love them. Most people don't because they're not Gonzi. Because Gonzi gives you a tail that you could fuck with. Aphorite makes you shiny and good at math. Which one would you rather have? Hot tail lady? Or someone who could do my taxes? At this point in my life, I'm gonna take the taxes. Not gonna lie. Taxes are scary. Being an independent business person, taxes are scary. Because I forget to keep track of things sometimes. I gotta go back. Hey, look at the tail fuck. Right there, the tail. Look at the lady, tail. Give you a tail handy. I guess like you can't really call it a handy if it's a tail, is it? I can't believe I got to give up my dream tail for tax safety. That's what I did! I gave up my tail to fucking bite people, literally. I got rid of my, like, my long, like, extent, like, what's it called? What's the monkey thing? What's the thing that monkeys can do? Prehensile. I got rid of my prehensile tail. Yeah, Gonzi are Protean based. They're chaos. And then Aphorites are law. I gave up my tail for biting people. I had, what's it called? I have the Chosen of Lamash to, what's it called? The feat. Thank you, Maple, for the tier 1 sub. 4 months and 4 more coming up. All that will happen is spray, spray, spray. No, don't spray me. Yeah, the teeth, they're made for biting. You have a skillful tail for that? Yeah. Okay, 4. Yeah, no spraying for you, stinker. Yeah, there's monkey goblins, but like, I had to pick 2 because there's, as a Chosen Lamashu goblin, I can have 2 heritages. I need Unbreakable to be a dummy extra triple thick and also have hentai. And also have hentai physics. And then either a tail or a razor tooth. Razor tooth fit my build better than a tail would because it gave me something I could sneak attack, spell strike, bite with. I had to choose between that or a tail. They let me have a tail and do tail things like tripping people. So I went with the biting instead. I'll do this. That and Melissa Tiefling already has the tail thing down, and I can't compete with that. Level 13. And like, her entire personality is my tail is big and thick, so I can't, like, have a tail ever. Why does he have to? Why does it ask why the picture look like Chris Pratt to me? That's because he's based on Valkyries. This man got that. This man is a fusion of Chris Hemsworth Thor from the Guardians of the Galaxy 3 movie and also Chris Pratt from Guardians of the Galaxy 3. They fused together, took Angel's power from X-Men and gave him an axe and Captain America's shield. They've made Marvel Man. Yeah, no, that's why I have a big mouth that I bite people with. Would a fang job be a toothy? No, that would be very painful. That's what that would be. But like, we love Melly here. Melly's great. I like biting her too. I almost put porn on the screen. I was looking for my Melly and Phoebe arts. There's a lot of porn involved. There it is. Why is it so huge? Why is this one huge? There we go. We love Melly. We like to bite her more. I also heard about your tail. Sorry for your loss. It's okay. I got better things. I got the mouth now. I bite tails now. Melly's tail never stood a chance. There is no oh no. It's like oh yes. It's like if like you put like a it's like a little fishing line. You gotta like you dangle like a slowpoke and then I'll come and bite it. Did it taste like chicken? No, it tasted like skin and sweat and sulfur. I need to be involved in more adventure with you, Phoebe. Yeah, it'll be fun. God, I'm looking through my art folder right now. Why are y'all so horny? Like, I want to get like a Melissa/Joe Cat style fan art reel going on. Like, at least at some point, like, before my stream starts. Because I think it's cute and funny. 98% of it is porn. What did you guys do? There's just so much porn. It's the nature of TTR players just be horny. That's true. Speaking of which, there's the other version of that tail art that someone made for me. Thank you, Teague. Also, I'm sorry to just have this image of all this Pathway VTuber experience Gods right in the moment. Fuck yeah, my mouth is open. Tongue hanging out like I'm trying to catch snowflakes. Give me that juice. Give me that god goo. I want to be a mystic. I want mythic rules. Shit, that's what I meant. Really leave the goblin alone. No. I want to drink the god sippy. Mmm, tastes like divinity. I'm just saying. Yeah, furiously pouring over books and writing other things happen. Yeah, new area drops. So I pull out my hidden alchemy-fueled Mad Maxie's Phantom of the Paradise adventure. What the hell is Phantom of the Paradise? I'm not gonna get tetanus. It's only Jesus juice. Is there any word on when the Commander book is coming next year? It's gonna be coming up probably around July-ish of next year. July, August-ish. It's gonna be the main big book of the year, I think. What Pathfinder VTubers do we know? I don't know. Rock opera, fantasy opera. Well, what the fuck? Why am I only to figure that out now? What the fuck? Give me that. Inject that right into my veins, bro. I know a bunch of other VTubers that also happen to play Pathfinder. I don't think anyone like specifically specialize exclusively in Elton John. Oh fuck yeah, and like Pathfinder. I used to be one, then I lost the campaign I streamed with my PC. What? No, what? Wait, what? What do you mean? No, what happened? I think she's been fairly busy with work. I'll look up a movie when I'm done streaming. Don't worry. Esper, a very busy lady. I think. Elton John, the PF VTuber? I wish, dude. I want to do some Elton John. I'm still standing, because I'm a goblin and I'm short. Imagine main drive exploded. Entire half of Age of Ash is just gone. Oof. That's why I host all my stuff, not from my computer. Also, this is making me think of something. I'm gonna go back to my fucking just chatting stream real quick. A lot of motherfuckers say that I'm not a Pathfinder goblin because I'm too cute. I have the mouth that's as big as my head. I have a fucking head bigger than my torso. My eyes are red. I am green. I will bite the shit out of you. I'm Pathfinder Goblin. I just happen to not look like a gross. I'm not cute though. I lied. Yeah, just because I have hair. Goblins have hair too, dude. if snow goblins can have thick white fur, then I can have hair. Is that a wig? Trust me, there's so much art getting pulled on by now, you'd assume that it's not a wig. Be like, dogs, we don't eat dogs anymore. Don't worry about it. Our lore got updated with 2E, and like most of the angry evil murder goblins got killed off in the Goblin Blood Wars. The difference from other goblins is I moisturize. Yeah, I have a bump on my face. It's in the nose. Goblin Blood Wars? Yeah, the Goblin Blood Wars. The hobgoblins and goblins assembled and just fucking started conquering shit. You know, very scary like. And most of the evil, angry goblins kind of fucking died. Yeah, and Isgor. Most of the angry, evil, murder goblins just kind of fucking up and died in battle. Leaving, like, exclusively, like, what's it called? Leaving, like, exclusively, like, the cowardly and more smarter goblins behind. And so, you know, when most of all the angry, evil, murder guys just die and leave nothing but the cowards and, like, the small scrunglers, you kind of, like, you start to get smart and make deals, make alliances. And, like, those alliances, like, you make alliance with the humans, like, very shaky alliances. But, like, hey, you're hanging out with humans now, you know? We're getting more civilized. And, like, you know, it's kind of cool. The humans in Isgor, they taught us goblins how to farm. So we didn't have to raid for everything. In exchange for us, like, protecting them in the forests and stuff where we live. If they ever go, like, hunting or need firewood, we'll be like, yeah, no, don't let big predators or us other goblins kill you. It's okay. And then we learned farming, and then they learned how to not die as hard. And everything was going really well. It was still kind of shaky thing because, you know, the Goblin Blood Wars just happened. Goblins are kind of like, oh, they're going to kill me. It's like, no, that's Dave. Dave like eating rocks. And you see Dave just eating a rock, and you're like, oh, it's Dave. He eats rocks. And then, the big bad guy. His name is Tarbafon. Not Tarbafon. Not Tarbafon. Yeah, no, wait, no, it was Tarbafon, right? I always mix up Tarbafon and Zonkuthon because they're both like 3 letters dash on and onward. And so when a spooky, angry, evil lich guy named Tarbafon comes out of nowhere... Okay, so Tarbafon was an evil, angry lich guy who was sealed in a bad place. He was not allowed to get out. But Tarbafon was a smart scrinkle. He learns, because he's a lich guy, he knows magics. And he's a lich, so he has all the time in the world. So he's conniving, he's thinking, he's trying to get his way out. He's also got the Whispering Tyrant. That's also a good one. Thank you, MK Batima, for the follow. So he conniving. He's thinking. And he's like, oh, wait. When like, I exploded a thingy, a really cool thingy, a piece of it is in me now. A piece of this divine little thingy is kind of in my hand right here. Well... because it was like a shard of like a shield that he exploded. It's just in him. And much like me, since I have a piece of lead pencil stuck in my hand because I accidentally jammed a pencil in it when I was a child, and it's kind of in there now. Just like that, he has a piece of the shieldy thing in his hand. And he was like, wait, this is a divine shield thingy. It's not evil death, uber garbo, spooky magic, you know? And so, he was like, how do I break out of this place? I'm gonna figure this out. He let one of his like little scrunglers, his little like scrungly followers, like escape. And like he realized like, hey, I can only break the evil seal that's dealing me in with positive energy, and him being a necromancer lich, he has no positive energy, only negative energy. Thank you, Evan Vernold, for the follow. And so he was like, wait a minute. Licks the shield a bit. Taste test. Yep. That's divine. That's positive. Uses the fucking shard of the broken shield that's inside of his weird little hand, like I have a piece of lead pencil in there, and explodes the great shield. And he called it the Radiant Fire. That's a super nuke now. He figured out how to harness that and explode it. And then he started using it a lot. You know, they kept, like, he sent his followers, that's right. There was a bunch of pieces, so he sent his followers, his huge nerds, to be like, hey, yo, Holmes, hey, yo, Tony, grab me the pieces of the shield real quick. There was like 10 of them, I think. They're like, okay, boss, we got you, boss. Here's the shield pieces, boss. So he had like 6 shots of his fucking nuke revolver, and he's like, pew, bzz, nuke, pew, bzz, nuke, pew, bzz, nuke. He was just blowing the shit up left and right. All these places on fire, exploding, dying. Hey, you know the nice little knights called the Knights of Lastwall? That's where all the paladins live. That's where all the paladins who sealed him live. What does Tarbafon do? Pew! Nuke. Explodes it instantly. Gone. Reduced to ashes. Nothing left. No more order of paladins to stop him from rampaging with an undead army across the way. You know what? You know what, you know what, where it was, though? It was near Isger. You know what else is in Isger? Those goblins. And so, marching his undead armies across over to where Isger is and stuff like that, he's like, hey, goblins, you want to work for little old me? And we're like, boss, you see, these goblins is nice now. All the spooky goblins, they all died. We're nice goblins. We have friends here. These are our friend goblins. And then he's like, oh, I see. Then perish. Problem is, goblins work like the Viet Cong. And when he's sending his undead forces into the forests where the goblins live, well, they're getting kind of clowned on. And they're like, wow, this sucks. Okay, we're gonna ignore the goblins for a second. Let's just round up these douchey, lame-ass humans. And like, hey, come here. Hey, come here, humans. I'm gonna kill you and turn you into undead. They're like, no, please, don't kill me and make me undead. And then they're like, oh, no, what are we gonna do? They're running from, we gotta go. We gotta get out of here. We gotta escape. And the goblins are like, hey, don't worry, humans, we're best friends now, right? We will guide you and help evacuate you to Absalom, which is Fantasy New York. No, that's Fantasy New York. And then, so, Tarbafon is like, go, my undead armies, kill these bitches for me, and I want their bodies for more skellimens. And so, like, the zombies are like, marching, you know, as skellimens do. Skellimens and zombies. They're marching down, like, we're gonna kill all these humans because we're undead. And then they just get fucking pelted by, like, the fuck out of goblins. Like, goblins are just in the trees. Goblins are lighting, because goblins like 3 things in life. Goblins like singing, goblins like fire, and goblins like explosions. Combine the 3 together, Tarbafon is just watching. Tarbafon just watches his undead army get the shit exploded out of them, lit on fire, while these goblins are just singing. They're just fucking Fortnite emoting all over his undead army while they're shooting and beating the fuck out of them. Like it's the funniest thing ever. Like they're just they're default dancing. They're just fucking default dancing on these fucking zombies while they're blowing them the fuck up. While they're leading an evacuation effort out from Isger down south hundreds of miles to fancy New York in Absalom. Cyberfon's like, what the fuck? This is bullshit, dude. All right, fuck it. These goblins and humans, they can suck my whole dick. I'm gonna go to the orcs. I'm gonna go to the orcs real quick. The orcs. 100 years ago, I enslaved those orcs. Those orcs, they can take it again. I'll fucking enslave them again. Fuck these orcs, all right? I'm gonna get those orcs. I'm gonna take those orcs. I'm gonna have them to beat the shit out of the goblins. Fuck those goblins and humans. Orcs. Hey, orcs. It's me. Remember Tarbafon? Remember Daddy? I'm coming. Unbeknownst to Tarbafon, though, the orcs, having been freed from Tarbafon a while ago, teamed up. One half-orc inventor learned from the dwarves in Dungenhold how to create firearms. So, not just any firearms, by the way. There is a specific firearm they invented called the Bunker Buster, I believe. Barricade Buster, excuse me. The Barricade Buster. It is an orc machine gun. It is a repeating orc gun. It's like a full DACA became Warhammer. So Tarbafon showed up. He's like, hey, orcs, it's Daddy. I've come back home. Time to be enslaved again. All they heard was, more DACA! And he's like, what the fuck? What the fuck? The orcs didn't want to be slaves again. Mind you, who would? I know some of you guys are weird and kinky out there, but like, honestly, who would want to do that? Deadass Warhammer orcs got the WOG. And then they just gun down Tarbafon zombie army. He's like, this shit sucks, bro. I've been gone for like 100 years. What the fuck is happening? You know what? Fuck each and every one of you guys. I don't fucking care. You know what? Fuck it. Fuck off. I don't care about the goblins anymore. I don't care about the humans. I don't care about the orcs. Y'all can suck my undead cock. All right, I'm coming for Absalom. I'm gonna get that Star Stone, and I'm going to become a fucking god. Well, remember those goblins from earlier? Those goblins who were taking the humans to Absalom? So imagine you're a bunch of human guards hanging out in fantasy New York, and you see an army of goblins marching towards your gates. You're like, ah, God, Ted, here we go again. Gotta go and, like, you know, gotta fight these goblins. They're like, wait. Hey, wait, Jimmy. Wait, Jimmy. What's behind those goblins? And behind the goblins were hundreds and hundreds of Isger human refugees and a couple of scattered Last One Knights who didn't get nuked. And they're like, all right, open the gate a little. And so they open the gate a little. The goblins come in with all the human refugees and they're like, hey, yo, boss man, by the way, there happens to be a giant undead tyrant coming right this way for us. They're gonna try to beat the shit out of Absalom. They're gonna probably try to take the Star Stone and become a god. And then the humans were like, that's not good. What do we do here? And then they turn to the left of themselves and see the giant fucking tower in Absalom where the Adventurers League is, the Pathfinder Society is. Pathfinder Society is literally where all of the adventurers in all of Galarian conglomerate. And so, yeah. But guess what? Fucking Tarbafon's like, I'm gonna march. I'm gonna get those fucking nerds. I'm gonna get that fucking Star Stone and become a god. And he gets there, and there's hundreds of adventurers just sitting outside the gate waiting for him. Bro, what the fuck do you think is gonna happen? They're not gonna keep the God Rock in any normal random ass place. That's where the adventurers live. That's where they all live. That's where they hang out. That's their base camp. So you have this fucking asshole loser nerd necromancer guy being like, I'm gonna blow you up. And then hundreds of adventurers just sitting there being like, and they kill his ass. They don't kill his ass. They beat the shit out of him, fuck up his undead army, explode all of his shit, leaving him limping, like limping home to his shitty undead island, just sitting fester, being like, man, this shit sucks. I ain't get the goblins. I didn't get the humans. I didn't get the orcs. I didn't get the fucking rock. He's just sitting there, wallowing in his own self-pity and sadness for like ever. That's where he is now, I believe. Just still sitting on his fucking island being like, man, mom's gonna kill me. You know, by the way, everyone and their mom tries to go to Absalom to steal the God Rock. Guess who's done it so far? Nobody. Yeah, by the way, he tried to use his super nuke explosion hand again. They just fucking Meliodas cross counter and made his hand explode. His hand is there now. His hand, they made him blow his own hand off, and it's just kind of chilling. It's chilling next to Absalom. It's right there. You can see it. It's a landmark for tourists to look at and laugh at now. The adventurers countered the fucking magic that he was using to nuke shit and made him nuke his own hand off. And he's like, ah! And it's just kind of sitting there. It's right there. You're like, you pass by on your tour of Absalom. You're like, and to the left of you, there's the giant hand of some cuck. And everyone's like, oh, cool. They take pictures of it. You know, as you do. And that is the history of goblins being nice again. So yeah, if the goblins didn't show up to warn them of Tarbathon, if they didn't go and rescue all those humans, they wouldn't have done it. And goblins from that incident and onwards have become more well respected and more like in like the entire world of Pathfinder and Galarian. Like it's a whole thing, and it's awesome. And you want to know what us goblins are doing now in Absalom? Sitting in the Puddles. The Puddles is a district in Absalom which is half flooded and broken down. But us goblins don't give a fuck. That's kind of cool, bro. I want to live in a fucked up, flooded ass place. And like they just hang out. And then the Crooked Toes tribe, or the people who one of the people who led the evacuation effort, get to live in the theater inside of the Puddles, where they put on plays for the leader. So they literally, these goblins, they saved everybody. What do they go do? They live in a shitty, flooded out theater where they put on plays for each other and just be goofy. But my favorite part is during the whole goblins becoming better people again, the humans were like, hey, by the way, goblins, you don't have to worship Lamashtu, the mother of monsters. They're like, but that's grandma. And they're like, yeah, I know that's grandma. I know she created you guys by accident, and she is technically your grandma. But like, there's other deities out there. They're like, oh, other, more? And they're like, yeah, look, see, there's Sarenrae. And they're like, And they're like, no, listen, Sarenrae, she's of like niceness, justice, honor. And they're like, and like, and the sun? And they're like, what is the sun? And they're like, see that giant ball of fire in the sky? And they're like, big fire in the sky? And they're like, yeah. Sarenrae is that, the goddess of that. And they're like, ooh, poggers. So there's a lot of fucking Sarenrae worshippers. You want to know how goblins worship Sarenrae? At least the ones in the Puddles do. There's just a priestess goblin with a bunch of other goblin acolytes wearing like shitty ramshackled Sarenrae garb. They just lay on top of the roof of the Puddles, like the theater in the Puddles, and stare at the sun all day. That is how they worship Sarenrae. They stare at the sun all day. They're like, yes, Sun mom. Oh. They just stare at the sun all day. Yeah, now they are. They've become a lot of them are avid Serenites because she made this, like, she's the goddess of the sun, and the sun is just a big ball of fire. And of course, because Serenray is really nice and the goblins are doing their best, they don't really have any really bad adverse effects to staring at the sun all day because of that. She feels pity. She's like, they're doing their best, okay? Look at them. That's like a 5-year-old. They're doing, like, they're trying, okay? I'm gonna let them do that. Yeah, they're a little confused, but they have the right spirit. You can stare at the sun all day if you want, little buddies, and they're like, oh. I love goblins. Like, they kept... Like, my thing with goblins is I'm glad they didn't just make them small humans. They made goblins more civilized in a fun way, like a cool lore way. They led an evacuation, they did a bunch of cool stuff. They helped fight off, they guerrilla warfare style fought off zombies and shit. But they still get to keep their weird quirks. Yes, some goblins still don't like reading, but some of them are more open to it. But us goblin spellcasters figured out that, hey, I don't like reading or writing because, you know, goblins have like a weird superstition about reading and like writing words. Takes the words out of your brain and like steals them from you. Can't use them again. So you know what they do instead? Goblins who are spellcasters invented illusions and made entire books that do not, they're pop-up books. They're literally pop-up picture books that use illusions instead of writing to demonstrate how spells work. Goblin illusionist mages have pop-up book spell books that like do a demonstration of how the goblin casts a spell. We invented goofy pop-up books so we don't have to read ever again. And it works. It works just fine for us goblins, you know? It's just kind of funny. And that made a trend. Illusionist wizards of all ancestries just do that now. Because that's adorable and it's kind of cool. Like, you're like, whoa, wait. Like imagine sharing a spell book with a human and a goblin, like trying to trade spells, you know, because like wizards and witches can like go and like trade spells and see how spells work and stuff like that. Like opening up a book and just seeing it pop open and it shows the goblin demonstrating the spell with the hand movements and everything like that. Like physically, and you're like, bro, that's fucking sick. I'm gonna do that now. And like a lot of people are now picking up that up as like a fun way to have an alternate type of spell book. As a picture book, a pop-up picture book. It literally pops up an illusion in front of you. Also, but goblins are still cunty. Goblins are still cunty. Guess what goblins also like to do with their spell books? They put jump scares in them to fuck with people. Like, they'll just make a fucking illusion of like a monster pop up the corner of your eye to be like, ah! And like scare you. We're still fucking cunty, weird little friends. We're still gonna like fuck with you. We're little shits. But like, it's a really cool innovation we made. But also we're gonna fuck with you with it. The same innovation we made. We're gonna make it so you're like, dude, this sucks, dude. But also, it's kind of hilarious. I love goblins. I want to see if I can find like a picture of like the fucking goblins fighting like the zombies. There we go, I found one. Like, this is taken directly from one of the books, the Pathway to books, this one picture. I'm gonna pull it up on screen real quick. Oh shit. Put it away by accident. Oops. There we go. And you can literally see the goblins like the humans are hiding out in the bottom right corner, and you see the goblins just jumping on these fucking zombies and lighting them on fire. Just like dragging them out and throwing them all over the place because this is their forest. They live here. They know it better than the fucking zombies. Of course they would. They have fucking traps set up everywhere. It's literally Viet Cong style. Fucking the trees are speaking goblin. And I love it. I love them for it. The only lore in Pathfinder I know is goblin lore, because I'm a goblin, you know? That's all I know, and I love it. It's like Ewok vibes, exactly! I love it. But yeah, that's the history of why goblins are good now in Pathfinder, as well as all of the fucking Divine Mysteries and War of Immortals stuff we talked about today. So I hope you had fun with my weird-ass Pathfinder history with Phoebe. Because that's all I know about Pathfinder lore. That's literally all I know. Is why goblins are accepted now. Because people will literally just be like, hey, because being a goblin VTuber is weird sometimes. Because like literally, you'll sit there. And then someone will come into your comments out of nowhere, somebody you've never seen before, and you interact with you, just post a Goblin Slayer gif and tell them, and then like say they're gonna kill you. You just get that. You just get that sometimes in your comments. So someone will be like, wow, I want you dead. The only good goblin's a dead goblin, and shit like that. And it's like, no. Here is why. There are good goblins. At least in Pathfinder. And like, I want to share that with people. Because like, not all goblins are evil. Yes, of course, there's still some evil goblins out there. We're not a homogeneous, singular group of people. We are, like, as diverse as everyone else. It's just not every single person. Thank you, Friendly Mammal, for the Prime sub. Not every single person, every single goblin is evil because of, like, cultural reasons and or, like, deific reasons. We are all just diverse in as much as you are. There's a weird, fun, chaotic vibe with goblins. I'm gonna run to the bathroom real quick, and I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. But yeah, no, goblins are weird. Goblins are funny. Goblins are chaotic. You wanna know what my favorite goblin things is? You know how hard it is being a small-sized ancestry in some of these places, these fantasy worlds? There's a lot of giant monsters out there. Giant frogs, giant bats, giant vultures, giant badgers, all that type of shit. I'm a small being. I'm medium-sized. Some of these animals are medium-sized or larger. Like, I'm small-sized. These things are an entire size class above me. A lot of them can swallow me whole. Which, while yes, it does invoke vor jokes out of my chat, it's a terrible way to die. So you know what we did? So you want to know what we fucking did? What us goblins did? Goblins! Okay, there's a couple things when it comes to goblins. One thing, I lied when I said there's 3 things we love. There's 4 things we love. The 4th thing is pickles. Goblin food preservation is entirely based around pickling things. Because when they used to go on raids and stuff like that, they had no way of food preservation. Especially because, like, we live in caves and we're just out in trees and stuff like that. How are we going to preserve food? We have no place to store it and make it cold. We don't have salt to salt food. We pickle it. We brine it. Lives forever. You pickle anything. We pickle literally everything we get. Goblins pickle everything, and goblins love pickles. So you want to know what goblin alchemists did to stop us from getting swallowed whole all the time? We invented a specific alchemical item called the pucker pickle. Pucker pickle? It's fun to say. Mind you, pucker pickle is hilarious to say. Pucker pickle is a delicious tasting pickle. You eat it, you're like, oh, this is the best pickle I've ever eaten. The same can't be said for you, because the pucker pickle makes you physically taste disgusting. It makes you the most sour, horrendous tasting thing ever, that it makes you throw up as you eat it. So upon getting bitten by a giant animal or any animal in general, they'll not want to bite you again because you taste like a trash heap. Like, ugh, and just makes their mouth pucker up immediately. If an animal swallows you whole while this is happening, they vomit profusely and just throw you right back up. And that is one of our key strengths. We use our weird knowledge of things. We like to make, goblins are amazing alchemists and bards because we like to blow shit up, make fire, and also sing a lot of songs. Our entire, when I say goblins love song, I mean, literally, our time is based around songs. How long is this going to take? 14 fire songs. So the song we sang whenever you light the fire, 14 of those is how long this task is going to take. And so, alchemy comes naturally to, goblins, so does singing and bard stuff like that. Because no matter what, we'll find a way to light it on fire and also explode it. Thank you so much, Accelerate, for the follow. But yeah, no. So we gotta do two things. Blow shit up, light shit on fire. We like to sing a lot. So we're really good at alchemy, so we invented, literal pickles, because we love pickles. We're not gonna turn down a pickle. It's like how pucker pickles are how we make cherry flavored cough medicine for kids, so it goes down easier, like cotton candy flavored shit. That's that version for a goblin. It's pickle. It's a little pickle that makes it you better. Yeah, you can also sing to make enemies debuff, because we love singing. We're not good at it, by the way. We're not good at singing. We just like to do it. Yeah, no. Goblins invent a lot of weird shit. Goblin alchemists and gun crafters created something called the Big Boom Gun. Guess what it is? A goblin heard the name hand cannon and took out the hand part. Yeah. It's a literal fucking cannon that is very dangerously packed with too much gunpowder. There is a lot in there. Ugh. That thing can explode your hand. If you miss with that thing, you have to, mechanically, if you miss with a gun at all, you have to roll a flat d20 check. If you roll a 5 or lower, it explodes in your hand. We also retrofitted a different type of hand cannon to just shoot out silverware. It's called the spoon gun. It just you just fucking fill it with any random garbage, start shooting at people. It's so fucking fun. You know, us goblins are weird. We keep our weird, they made goblins more civilized, but kept their quirks. Goblins hold hands, by the way. If you're ever wondering, if you ever see a group of goblins, walking into, an open area, a place with open air, we hold hands instinctively. No, Miraculous Water Bottle. That is not only when you don't clean it, they have a specific trait called the Cobbled trait, Miraculous Water Bottle, that makes it so if you've missed, you explode. It is exclusive to the Spoon Gun and the Big Boom Gun. If you miss, you explode. No matter if you've cleaned it or not, it has a chance to explode because of how much gunpowder you pack into it. But yeah, no. Goblins hold hands. Because, if you're ever going to an open field, goblins will try to hold your hand instinctively. Because, like I said before, giant animals like to take you away. That includes giant birds. You ever see a giant vulture swoop down and steal your brother? You don't want that. Hold hands. Makes you heavier, makes you harder to carry off. Sometimes, though, a bigger monster will go and take you down, though, and sometimes you'll see in the sky a griffin carrying a giant monkey chain of goblins. It's just life. Yeah, no, it's oddly adorable, but it's also kind of sad. We're small. They grab us. It's kind of funny, though. But it's also very sad. They took Dave. He's gone now. The birds got him. How do you explain that to his wife? I didn't hold his hand. I didn't realize it in time. But yeah, no, I love that. I love that as like a fun thing. But like literally sometimes you ever play like a barrel full of monkeys where the monkeys are like arm to arm, you're trying to get them all into the thingy? Yeah, that's how it is with goblins sometimes when a big monster carries them off. I mean, you can shank him all you want. I'm doing a D6 plus 2 damage to a griffin with 126 health. I'm not doing a lot, gamer. Dave did like eating those rocks. He died as he lived. Eating rocks. That's goblins for you. Goblins are scrinkly little boys. They're little scrungle gungles. That's why I love goblins. Like when push comes to shove, when it comes to me loving goblins, it is equal parts like, you know, haha, funny, horny goblin, hentai physics, and other times we're weird, we're chaotic, we're scrungly, we are ADHD personified, and we own it. We don't try to hide it. We don't try to like put it away. No, we are this way, and we wouldn't have it any other way. It's a strong bird, yeah. Some of them are strong. That reminds me. Like I said, giant vultures and giant bats specifically. In Pathfinder 1st Edition, there is a specific alchemist class archetype exclusive to goblins. Guess what it does? That's right. Lets you tame birds. Goblin alchemists figured out how to synthesize the pheromones of either giant vultures or giant bats in order to ride on their backs as a flying mount. And they use them to do bombing runs like a fucking B-52 bomber. By the way, duck. There's a duck? Where? Hey, Serendil. But yeah, no, that's like a fun thing. With like some goblins figured out how to synthesize that specific like pheromone to ride onto giant birds. These things that used to like prey on us. They used to try to eat us. We learned how to tame them, how to use them in battle. If you ever want to like surprise an enemy, if you ever want to surprise an army, call in some goblin alchemists. Think of that, because they're in for a surprise when from the skies rains down bombs. No one's ready for like the as they fucking it's really funny. It's just a lot of stuff like that. Goblins are weird. We're chaotic. We're scrungly. We learn how to do a lot of weird stuff because we're chaotic and scrungly. And it's just a whole fun time. Yeah, it's a World War II bombing run, but with goblins. With very unstable bombs packed way too full with gunpowder. Ugh. And another... I'm just going to go back and talk about goblin facts that I love. Fun goblin fact number 6. Goblins are highly adaptable. One of the things I love about goblins in Pathfinder, at least, is they are highly adaptable. They evolve, technically mutate, but goblins can physically adapt to any place in the world. They literally, they can be anywhere in the world ever and then live there comfortably. Wanna know why? Because Lamashtu, thank you, Grandma Lamashtu, Mother of Monsters, accidentally created goblins, and they have the power to mutate to fit whatever they need. Goblins in the forests and around boats a lot? Well, they grow tails to better navigate and climb around and stuff like that. Throw a goblin in a volcano? Guess what? Fine, completely fine. The goblin their skin has grown thick and leathery, and has in fact become one with the fire, and they can spit nitroglycerin. It exploded on you like a fireball. You dump a fucking goblin in the Arctic, it will grow thick white fur and grow and like get like light blue skin and become ambush predators. They literally hide out in snowbanks. You can't see them because they blend in with their fur, and they'll jump out at you and then breathe cold. Weird goblins from the sea. Those are called Grindilo. The lower half of their bodies are that of an octopus now. You're that bad. Throw a goblin anywhere, they will adapt. I am an unbreakable goblin. I have been beaten up, gotten the shit kicked out of me, thrown downstairs, thrown into the walls so much of my life that my skin and flesh is now rubbery. And my bones are made out of cartilage. I am incredibly hard to kill, and I literally bounce. Literally. I cannot take fall damage anymore. But I bounce instead. Volleyball, exactly, that's me. I'm volleyball. People want to get art dribbling me like a basketball, because that's possible, it's what I do. I can squish myself like a Looney Tunes character. I made a joke about it being hentai physics. It's Looney Tunes physics, but hentai is just Looney Tunes, but sexual, so it's whatever. But yeah, we're literally be rubbery bouncy balls because we gotten hit so much that our body is like, yeah, okay, cool. I don't care anymore. We're adapting. We're evolving. That's like all goblins do. See that goblin over there? That goblin eats nothing but trash. You know what that goblin is about now? He can digest anything. That goblin spent his entire life eating garbage out of a dumpster for fun? Cool. He can digest lead. His stomach acid and the lining of his stomach is so thick now, and his acid is so strong, he can just eat whatever he wants. He can just eat that. What are your streams about? I'm new. I talk about tabletop games a lot. Namely Pathfinder, Lancer, Starfinder, stuff like that. They can literally just eat straight uranium if they wanted to. Goblins are weird. Goblins are fun. That's why I love being a goblin. You can eat the actual dumpster. Yeah, exactly. It's an iron gut goblin for you. You're gonna fucking try to get him... Like, you're gonna try to poison that man? He's eating the dumpster. You're not poisoning him. Yeah, talk about every game except for D&D. Because all my other friends talk about D&D. So I'm gonna talk about lesser known and or, like, underutilized tabletop games. We get you to learn about some cool mech games, some other fantasy games, some sci-fi stuff, want to play Fallout, that type of shit. Goblins are just weird and fun and cool. I love goblins. Yeah, Goblin, Iron Gut plus Razor Tooth can just eat entire buildings, just like with a fork. He ate that car with a fork. And that's just goblins for you. We're weird. We're struggling. Yeah, Fallout. There's a couple Fallout TTRPGs. The Modifius 2D20 style one is the most popular one, I think. But there is one that's really fun. It was made before Interplay went bankrupt and sold the rights to Bethesda, so it was in development, almost finished, until Bethesda bought it and decided to scrap the tabletop game. So they made it, it's basically like copyright-free Fallout TTRPG. It has like super mutants, asterisk. It's not actually super mutant, but it's just a super mutant, that type of stuff. All the tabletops are very fun. I like a lot of them. I kind of want an Iron Gut Goblin who is a fighter, uses a trident and a shield. As a fork and bowl. There's actually a fork weapon. That halfling weapons are very funny, as halfling weapons have a lot to do with food. The Filcher's fork is a halfling weapon that's just a fork. That's made for combat and eating. There's also the frying pan, which is a very good weapon. It has Fatal on it. Fatal gives you, upgrades your damage dice by like whatever size it says, and also adds an extra die of the damage when you crit somebody. You can totally like a frying pan one hand, fork in the other hand, dual wielder. Gotta go because I'm GMing like 10 minutes. Have a good time. Thank you for stopping by, Autumn. I'm probably gonna go and end stream soon. It's like almost 9:30 actually. I didn't realize how much late I was going into my stream. I usually only stop at 9. But I had a lot of fun explaining fun fucking lore to you guys. I hope you guys had fun too. I'm gonna raid into my friend. What's it called? You can use your trusty frying pan as a drying pan. Yes. I think I'm actually on the stream now. I'm gonna raid into my good friend No Nat Ones. Donut1's an awesome Pathfinder content creator like I am. He primarily does, what's it called? Like, he does YouTube videos mostly, but he's streaming out now. He's streaming Monster Hunter Frontiers right now. I love him to death. We're gonna do some collab stuff in the future, probably. We talked about it, but like, we haven't made exact plans for it yet. I can't sleep, so I'm gonna watch some streamers. Hell yeah. Yeah, Donut1 is the GOAT. I need to try and make similar time to watch again, but start streaming in most of my free days. You stream so a lot. That's fair. Yeah, no, it's fine. I completely get it. Think of a head pats. Thank you all for watching. Our raid message is gonna be "Get Bited, Stinky Vampire." I'll put it in the chat for you. I hope you all have a wonderful night. And I'll see you next time. Bye. I'm gonna be live again on Friday. I should say that. I'm gonna be live on Friday at 5 p.m. 6 p.m. EST again. Don't know what I'm gonna do yet. Probably gonna do more tabletop stuff, so I'll see you guys then. Or message in chat. Bye.